What's good? What's popping? What's up? What's yapping? Rise up. Monday night, late night. Yeah, I know what it is, man. Andre the Source Robinson, the fire starter in the building. Listen, I got two of your most consistent, most loyal sports folks in the building. Shout out to all the consistent sports journalists, sports fanatics, sports enthusiasts that put on these shows constantly because it's not easy putting on shows for the phenomenal public, but we're going to do that anyway because that's what we love to do. Shout out to my guy, Ryan Thomas from the ATL, and shout out my guy right here from the 716, Andy Johnson in the building. What's good, y'all?
What's up?
What's popping? What's popping? Listen, I also want to shout out all the other people again, once again, who do shows on a consistent basis, putting out phenomenal sports content. Bringing up phenomenal sports topics. Talking with such great eloquence and bringing their phenomenal diatribes to the forefront. Just for some people to, either try to mimic, mock, make fun of, talk shit about, yada, yada, yada. But still, in all, we still do what we do. And speaking of which, I felt like I would be amiss if I did not start the show off with this. And I got to start it off with this. By the way, shout out to Giuseppe Tugarelli. I just had a conversation with him right before we got on the air. And I have to bring this up. Oh, yeah. By the way, shout out to the Sabres, the Buffalo Sabres. The Sabres are a wagon, by the way, for those who don't understand that the 716 is a hockey town as well. It's not just football town, it's hockey town, USA as well. The Sabres, phenomenal job last night, staying in there, doing what they do, making it happen. Now, is this team a work in progress? Sure. And we'll talk about that. Andy and Ron, we'll talk about that a little later on in the show. But I wanted to mention this first and foremost because I need to mention this and it needs to be said with so much validity. And I think I'm the person, the fire starter, is one of the people for this. And I got two people who will totally back me up on this show that will tell you the same exact thing. When I say it's a lot of you morons out here, it's a lot of morons out here. Uh, Rashad Sebring, I see you, player. By the way, I see you, and I heard what you said the other day too about a lot of these people coming on platforms and just saying whatever, spewing a bunch of nonsense. Well, there's a bunch of people who do that here, right here in the 716. And I'm going to be honest with you. I am appalled by what I saw last night. And I got to mention it. I did talk to my guy, Jack. Jack is one of those guys who's up and coming, young guy. He reminds me of Ian Rakelli a lot. I remember when Ian Rakelli first was coming up
Mm-hmm.
in the game 10 years ago. Shout out to Ian Rakelli, my guy in Vegas doing big things. And this guy, um, Jack, Jack K, um, man, he reminds me so much of Ian Rakelli. So he's a young guy, and I'll share a little bit and everything he can verify for you if you just need verification because nowadays when people say things somehow people need verification for everything even though
Mm-hmm.
some people's word is bond and we have no reason uh to tell anything but the truth, nothing but the truth. So help us. But Jack was a young guy who was a little nervous at first to ask questions, impressors. And I told Jack myself, I said, listen, I've been here. Uh, it's a little weird when you got people from channel 247 Spectrum, all these supposed to be major networks, GR News, Radio 55, yada yada, all those people who do sports media and I told him, shoot, man. I said, shoot your questions. Because I'm gonna be honest with you. If you don't shoot your questions, you can't make no shots that you don't take. You can
Mm-hmm.
take 0 shots that you don't take. So shoot. Because you never know. Those questions you might be asking might be the realest ones. For my expert analysis and my expert opinions, being a sports journalist for now 10 years, I will tell you that I've heard some of the most diluted, watered down, ask the 9, ask the 10, ask the 11, most craziest, silliest, horniest, dumbest questions I've ever heard in my entire life. And that goes all the way across the board for a lot of people. So when I hear a good question and then something like what happened last night, where you got a bunch of media retards, and yes, I said it. That is no offense, by the way. I wanted to just put this right there, right now. We do not make fun of people who are special needs whatsoever. We love our autistic, special needs, developmentally challenged people. We love them to death. There's a difference between those people, and then there's stupid folks, just dummies. Damn dummies.
Yeah.
And there are some dummies that I watched last night. And I ain't saying no names just so y'all can save face, so y'all don't have to. But I'm sure if you from the 716 region, you know who I'm talking about. Andy, you already know who I'm talking about. I ain't got to say no names. You already know. Some dummies last night had enough nerve to laugh boisterously, arrogantly, when this question was asked to Lindy Ruff last night, and I'm gonna play it. And I'm not mad at Lindy. So let me give you some backstory real quick before I play this. Lindy Ruff has historically had teams that haven't had great power plays. Historically. Okay? Go look it up, do research. If you do that hockey, then you know what the hell I'm talking about.
Right? The people that just stick to hockey?
Yeah. For those who, historically, he's had some very watered down, could be highly questionable power plays on his best teams, on some of his best teams. But when I tell you that the Buffalo Sabres for the month of April have went 0 for 26 on the power play, when this question gets asked, just watch. please watch what gets asked. Shout out to my guy JK, by the way.
Coach, the power play at times got booed tonight by the crowd. Do you consider changing everything about it, or is it too late in the year?
No. Some of the best power plays have been together for a long time. Players have been together for a long time. You can't just start changing everything. There's a lot of little areas in that power play. The first power play was really good. I thought after that we digressed a little bit, but no, we're not going to change everything. We've got to execute at a higher level. We've got to break their pressure and understand where that's going to be, like we did on the first power play. And then sometimes you just have to flat out win more battles. Like you watch our penalty killing against their power play. They got a good power play too. It's hard. This time of year, the teams that make it typically have good penalty killers.
Coach, booed tonight by the crowd. Do you?
How many people in the comment section? Put it in the comment section if you think that that's a far-fetched question to ask. Now, Lindy Ruff has the right to answer that the way he did. Being that he is a world-class hockey coach, he has the right to answer it that way. I'm okay with that answer. But how many people think that question was far-fetched? Please, does that sound like a laughable question to ask? Ron, Andy, That sounds like a laughable question.
It,
No.
no, but some people don't understand it. And you just said it before we. Some people, Andre, some people don't understand it. You know what I mean? I try and keep it professional here. so, mm.
Just don't. Thank you, Aaron English. Yes, absolutely. It's a fair question. Me personally, have been waiting for Quinn out and to put Tuck on the top power. Yeah, Giuseppe 0-26 doesn't matter when you're putting pucks in the net. Okay, that's a fair answer too. That is a fair answer. Deborah Beatty, what's good? What's good? Hey Sharon, what's up? Dalton, what's good with you? What's up with you? What's up, Dalton? Shout out to you, my guy. Aaron English in the house too. Yeah, that is a very good question. And in fact, he asked the question 2 weeks ago about the power play too. And I don't blame him for not giving up on asking it. I don't. Because let me tell you real quick, while we talking about the Sabres, just so y'all know that we do this thing for real, for real. We not fair weather, we not fake. We give you full, straight, real analysis. First and foremost, number one. Jake, shout out to you again. Keep pushing the questions, the real questions. We've heard so many watered down, not needed impact questions that those type of questions deserve to be asked. Point blank. I don't care who take exception. Hell, last week, me and him both, we asked questions. I asked questions about the penalty kill. I asked UPL about the penalty kill, which is tops. The Sabres are one of the top teams in the entire NHL in penalty kill. I asked about face-offs. I'm gonna ask because Carrick is injured and won't be available for the first couple of games. I asked about that. There is nothing wrong with asking that type of question at all. But here's where I had my question. And Andy, you know, we've talked about this. When you're a team, and the Buffalo Sabres are phenomenal, by the way. Shout out to the Sabres, go Sabres. I hope they wreck fucking shop this year. I hope they wreck shop. 15 years in the making. But when you have a team who can't score on the extra man advantage, they are a 5-on-5 team, right? The Sabres have been phenomenal 5-on-5. I told you that the Sabres power play at this point, you know how in the NFL you're allowed to decline penalties? You can decline or accept the penalty, Ron.
Mm-hmm.
The Sabres should just decline power plays and just be like, we'll stay on the 5-on-5 at this point. It's got to the point where I'm like, the Sabres on a power play. I'm gonna go take a break.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta go use the bathroom. Oh, yep, I could go get me some hot tea.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yep, I could go hit the concession stands because I just pretty much know that they ain't gonna score a lot of the time.
Dang.
They're just not gonna score. So hell, I bet about that. But I asked it. I shortly asked, when you're a team who has had problems winning faceoffs without Carrick, because Carrick wins 63% of his faceoffs and he's injured. Like Wendy said, you got to have people step up. Possessions are important. If you're not scoring on the extra man advantage and it's just 5-on-5, you gonna have to. Gonna have to do something. This is the playoffs. This is not regular season no more. You're playing the best of the best teams now. You're not playing everybody in the league. You're playing the very best. So you want to have all guns a-blazing. So yeah, asking a question about the power play is not a laughable offense for you idiots out there who thought it was just so funny for him to ask that question. You guys are morons. I'm gonna be honest with you. And this is my platform. I say what the fuck I want to say, and I mean just what I said. And I ain't sugarcoat nothing. You can clip this, take it to whoever you want, and to your face, I might tell you the same damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
To your face. just not in a professional setting because I wouldn't want them to try to pull no bullshit. But if I seen you in, outside of one Key Banks center or outside of Key Bank or outside of any of those places, I'll tell you to your face, you suck.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up. You sound like boo-boo shit. A lot of y'all questions is fucking ass. And I mean just what I said. But yeah, the Sabres, I'm telling you right now, phenomenal. It's a good time in the 716 right now. Round of motherfucking applause to the Buffalo Sabres right now. 15 years in the making. I feel like they're going to have one of those runs like the Bills have had the last couple years where they're going to make playoffs continuously. And hopefully they can get a cup. Hopefully they can get the cup. Giuseppe, no call lines aren't open, but what you can do is I will send you a link. How about that? I'll send you the link, and I'll even invite you on tonight's show because I know when we talking hockey. I know, by the way, Giuseppe Ciucciarelli plays hockey, coached hockey, knows hockey, does that hockey. Okay. Ryan, you know who Giuseppe is. Andy, you know who Giuseppe is. Obviously.
I think so.
Yeah. That's my brother from another mother. I'm gonna send you this link, and you can go ahead and you can hop on if you want, and that's cool with me because, I mean, your insight on hockey is probably even better than mine. Is better than mine, and yeah, let's get it. Why not?
I know
But yeah, the Sabres definitely. It definitely kind of made me cause for pause a little bit yesterday because Andy, as you know, and everybody who's watching, of course, knows that the Buffalo Sabres out hit Boston yesterday. They kept up on the faceoffs. They were out shooting this team 2-1. Their opportunities, though, were a little weak just because they weren't getting people in front of Swayman, which they was chanting majority of the night. They weren't getting in front of him. They weren't getting any extra possessions in the zone. They weren't getting rebounds in the zone. So it was like one and out, one and out, one and out.
So much for Boston being bigger and more physical, though, right?
Yeah, so much for that, though. So much for Boston being so much bigger and physical. I think Buffalo came there with a plan in mind to be more physical, and I think they need to continue to be physical because we've watched the Sabres struggle somewhat against physical teams. All right, there's my guy Ian Raquelli. Just as I was just talking about Ian Raquelli, sure enough, Ian Raquelli pops up. I love it. Love it. Another guy who is super knowledgeable when it comes to this hockey thing.
Yes.
Man, I actually learned a little bit from him.
Yeah. Most definitely.
I actually learned some stuff from Ian too. Yeah. I ain't gonna hold you. Now, Dalton Smith, I get you, buddy. But if you ever wanna become a hockey fan, come on. Shit, hell, I went through the same thing. I was at one point like I ain't never watched no hockey. I was like, what is hockey? Until Rick Jeanneret came around. By the way, shout out to his wife last night who pounded the drum last night. Rest in peace to the man, Rick Jeanneret. But his wife pounded that drum. That was the right person. I have a little insider about who's pounding the drum tomorrow. I'll give you one hint on who it might be. Just know he's definitely Buffalo.
Yeah. Where's the jersey number 17?
Yes, he does. Where's number 17? Josh Allen will be pounding the drum tomorrow for night 2. Just want to let you know that.
But I do got to say this, Andre. Shout out to my Hawks, Atlanta Hawks. knowing we
You
just
already
had
know,
to get
Tokyo,
one.
it's Tuesday tomorrow too. And you better talk your shit, Ron.
Oh, you already know.
Now, shout out to my guy. I gotta bring him in here. Look who it is. Is Mr. Beard and Mustache himself. Mr. Look at this.
Look, I got 2 games on.
Look at this
Watching
guy.
both games as we're talking.
Look at this guy. It's good to have my guy, Joe Chicharelli, who is a known Boston Bruins fan.
Oh,
Right here in the 716. It's
hey,
all good.
listen. I'm gonna tell you something. Don't hate the player, hate the game. And last night was. Since we were talking about last night, let's talk about last night. So let me turn this down for a second. All right. So, anyways, 2-1 Edmonton right now. It looks like maybe actually tied 2-2 after in the second. So, anyways, last night Bruins played a 50-minute game and then choked. I said this last night too. I was talking to a couple of buddies. I said the problem with the Sabres is that they're playing the old school Lindy Ruff dump and chase bullcrap game. And I said if they take it in the zone and start setting up down in the zone, they're going to win this game. Look what happened with 8 minutes left. They started going into the zone, taking the puck in the zone, setting up down low, and all hell broke loose. The other thing is that if you were watching the game, or if anybody was watching the game, defense on the Bruins side started getting a little bit flat-footed. They started getting outplayed. They started getting out-hustled, out-manhandled, and everything. Offense was there, I'll be honest with you, but the defense let Swayman down. Swayman played off his head. He let in one bad goal, and that was the second goal on Tage Thompson's goal, the second one. He should have had that. If he stayed in the butterfly instead of lifting his pad up, he would have been perfectly fine. The other thing is if Geeky wound up shooting instead of passing, we would have been going into overtime 4-4. So, as a Bruins fan, it all around was a great game, regardless of the fact both sides of the puck, both teams hustled. Just Boston gave gas. That was it. They got gas. They got outplayed. They got outskated in the last 8 minutes of the game, and that's what won Buffalo that game. Was carrying the puck inside the zone and setting up inside the zone, and just out manhandling everybody.
Thoughts on last night's game?
Did you hear me?
Yeah, absolutely. Andy, your thoughts on the game?
I mean, I was watching WrestleMania and kind of flipping it back and forth, so I didn't catch a lot of it until really the end. It just seemed like the Sabres just finally came alive, and Tage Thompson had a Josh Allen moment, put the team on his back, and tied it up, and the defense didn't disappoint this time. Best way I'll describe it. But
Good way.
It was awesome watching that. I feel like that was one of the games that I'll remember for the rest of my life. That goes with when we played the Rangers and Drury scored to tie it up with like 1 point some seconds to go in game, I think it was 3 of the playoffs back in, what was it, 2007, I think. But yeah, just wild. So happy. This city is different when the Sabres are winning. So it's been a fun year.
That this is sustainable for the entire series, though.
I think so. I mean, are they going to go out and score, 4 goals every game? No. I mean, they could, but they play pretty good D. They kill penalties pretty well. I'm assuming they're just in a slump in the power play, and they'll eventually come out of it. Hopefully sooner rather than later. So
I mean, you did say the question was there last night, asking Lindy where's the power play. Legit question. But the other thing is that even though that question needed to be said, does it really matter when you're putting up 5-6 goals a game, averaging what? They were averaging about 3.5 goals a game all year, if not more. Towards
in the playoffs,
towards
in
towards
the
the
playoffs,
end.
it does get harder to score.
Yeah.
Wait,
That's
hold
why
on.
power
Let
play
me
and penalty
wait.
kill are important in the
Well,
playoffs.
Hold on. You're saying it's hard to score 3 to 4 goals a game?
In the playoffs, it's harder
Did
to score.
did we just not watch Dallas
Okay,
get manhandled
we're
6-1?
we're
Are you
talking
watching?
about one. We're
Are
talking
you
about
watching
one
any
game.
of the
I'm talking.
Are you watching any of the
Am I
games
gonna?
tonight?
Are you gonna be allowed to talk? Because if not,
You
I'll
are,
just be
but are
quiet.
you
And let
watching
you
any of the games tonight?
here and there. Yes, I'm talking about all in all the playoffs for my entire life. They say the most important things in the playoffs are your power play and your penalty kill.
But we're not talking about the past. We're talking about now.
And they're still important. The easiest way to score is with a man advantage, is it not?
But has it shown?
Okay, just because it hasn't shown its head doesn't mean it's not there.
Has it shown? Have we seen a lot of power play goals since the playoffs started?
Once again, just because it hasn't shown its head does not mean it's not
Okay,
there.
so then prove me wrong. So we're talking about now. We're not talking about 5 years ago. We're not talking about last year. We're not talking about any year. We're talking about this year. Am I right or am I wrong? And I'm not trying to argue with you. I'm just trying to prove a point.
Once again, I've already said just because it hasn't happened does not mean it's not there.
But have you been watching? How long have you been watching hockey? I'm just curious.
Since I was 3.
Okay, how old are you now, if you don't mind me asking?
36.
Okay, I'm 46 years old, so I got 10 years on you.
I
Okay.
don't care.
Well, neither do I. So my point being is that I've been watching hockey since I was 3 years old. I've been playing hockey since I was 3 years old, and I've been watching the game progress. And if you haven't watched hockey in the past 20 years, goal scoring has been more prominent in the years in years and now. There's been more goals scored than there has been in the past 10 years in probably the past 20 total. Has hockey not had more outrageous games more so now than it has in the past? So you're trying to tell me the argument is that you're telling me that they're not scoring or hockey's not averaging more than 5 or 6 goals a game between both teams. Scoring has been a lot more in the past 10 years than there has ever been in the NHL.
Can I say one thing?
Go ahead.
Do it even matter long you get the job done?
So Ron, I totally respect that sentiment right there. I understand what y'all saying, but at the same token, when it comes to the playoffs, you have to your game has to elevate. It has to be on all cylinders. That's just like a perfect example. That's like saying that you can't run the football, but because I could throw the football well, we shouldn't worry about running the football.
No,
well, okay, so guess what? Eventually there's gonna come teams who are going to game plan for that. There are teams that's going to game plan and say, you know what? We know that the Sabres are a great 5-on-5 team. You know what we're going to do? We'll shut down some of that 5-on-5, which I'm going to be honest with you. Even with the fact that they were 2-1 in shots yesterday, Boston was controlling the tempo because it was 1 and out, 1 and out, 1 and out, 1 and out. There was no rebound.
They were playing dump and chase.
Yes, they were playing dump and chase.
Typical Lindy Ruff. Every team that he's ever coached, it's been a dump and chase.
I'm looking at every game different. Like if you the dude you see what I'm saying? You to get by with this win, and it should educate you how to get to the next win by looking at the tape.
It should, but that's why I asked the question: is that type of hockey you've seen, the Tampa Bay type of game, the game
Right.
you've seen yesterday, scoring 3 goals in 4 minutes in the third period, is that sustainable? That's why I asked that question: is it sustainable?
It 50-50. It. Well,
Because I'm gonna be honest, I don't think that that's sustainable. I don't think it's sustainable.
So
I tell you who they kind of remind me of. I said this, and I am not a fan of this team, by the way, by no means.
right.
But the Buffalo Sabres in those games have reminded me of the Chicago Bears of football. You see what I'm saying? And you know I'm not a Chicago Bears fan at all, obviously. But they remind me, Chooch, Andy, they remind me of what the Chicago Bears was kind of doing in football last year.
Right.
The rallying late to win football games. How long did that last?
It
Didn't get
did
them in the
not.
Super Bowl.
Right.
Not
It did not
sustainable.
last that
To
long.
me, that's not sustainable.
Right. But what I'm saying, if you go game by game, like you learn from your mistakes in every game, and you study the tape. You see what I'm saying? Like you get better and better. Oh, well,
So let me ultimately ask this question then. What do you think needs to change in game 2 for the Sabres? Let me ask that. Maybe that's the question. That needs to be asked. Andy, Chooch, Ron, go ahead and tell me, what does the Sabres need to change in game 2? And Chooch, on your side, what does Boston need to change in game 2?
Whoever wants to start, that's fine with me.
Coaching matter.
Andy, it's on you.
I mean, they got to try and wake the power play up. I mean, that's the easiest way to get goals in the playoffs. 5-on-5 is great, but when you have a man advantage, you have to take advantage. Saying that doesn't matter is like saying you're not going to hit your free throws in the NBA. It's the easiest way to make points.
Well, we seen that with the New York Knicks tonight.
You don't hit your free throws, you don't score on the power play, you're not going to go far.
Too soon?
Sorry, I'm watching both games right now. Sorry.
No, I just BS.
So on Boston side, they have to play a full 60 minutes, regardless of the fact. They just, like I said before, they pretty much, Buffalo was dump and chase for majority of the game, and then all of a sudden just switched it up and started taking the puck in the zone. If Buffalo consistently does that, they're going to obviously and I said this before the series even started. You can go scroll through my page. I don't care what you do, but I already said if the Sabres don't win in 5 or 6, Boston takes it in 7.
So
the argument that
what more important is the Sabres winning or the Buffalo Bills winning in the city?
I think this to me personally, I mean, both teams are hungry. You know what I mean? That you think the biggest thing is, I'm not downgrading the Bills or anything like that, but I think after being in the Cup in 1999 and losing the way that the Sabres did, which was absolutely garbage, and being in the playoffs this year and with the team that they have, and like I said, I'm a Bruins fan, but I if Buffalo can play consistent hockey like they have been since the All-Star break, and coming off of it, or the Olympics and whatnot, and even before that, if they can play consistent hockey like they have been, and as Adam said, if they can start banging in the power play and just pounding everybody that they play, I think the Sabres could potentially win the cup. And I know that there's other teams out there that are playing. I mean, Carolina's already killing. I mean, tonight they won in double overtime, but still, if you were watching the game, they're banging bodies. Both teams were banging bodies, Ottawa and Carolina. Philadelphia's playing really good hockey, but they're also playing a depleted Pittsburgh team. You got an old crowd, and Skinner's not that great of a goalie. I don't care what anybody says. Yeah, he carried Edmonton, but did he really carry Edmonton the past couple of years? I just think that, and you still got Tampa, and Montreal is a scary team. I'll be honest. I wouldn't want to play. I wouldn't want to be Tampa right now, because Montreal's a little bit unpredictable with the team that they have.
So,
But
like, I mean, I just saying, if what I should have said, what more important to the Buffalo fan base?
I say Stanley Cup.
Andre, Andy,
I don't know. That's hard.
because I'm looking at if both of your team winning, it should not even matter what team winning, as long as they get the job done. As long as
yeah.
they bring a title.
I agree with that. It's just it is that because it's so hard to choose between the two.
Right.
Well, I just think what's harder to win at the end of the day. Well, and I think that it's harder to win a Stanley Cup than it is to try to. I mean, sports wise, I think it's harder to play 82 game season and then try to win 16 games, or how many ever games it takes you to get to the cup. You're playing every other night, if not every couple of nights,
Right.
and you're banging your body. You're playing, and it's something totally different than football.
But you could say the same thing about football. You banging your body
Once a week.
Just not
Yeah,
once a week, but
Once a week.
It may be once a week, but it's different when you
Right.
you take shifts off when you're
right.
doing it.
It's like in the playoff.
30 and
Right. In the playoff.
for 3 hours instead of like,
Right.
you know.
So it's like,
But
whole
you're not getting hit at 30 miles an hour either.
but you is getting concussions in football.
you're getting hit about 15, 20 and with
Right.
way more pads on.
So it's like, what more important?
Where are you thinking there's more pads?
Okay, hold up
Hockey?
a hockey helmet, hold up a hockey helmet, and hold up a football helmet, and tell me the difference.
What's more padding?
Hockey?
You're saying
More
hockey?
padding than football?
You're saying hockey?
Football has heavier, harder pads.
Okay,
Those hurt way worse than
and so you're saying that they have more protection.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and so
And more protection, but they also hurt
But you're-
way worse.
Okay. Let me hit you on ice, and then you can hit me in football.
I'll take that deal.
Yeah, and they take that then. Not me, y'all.
Let me know this.
You don't
What's
want that.
what's
You,
your
you,
size?
you don't want that. I'm just going to tell you, you don't want
what's your
that deal.
size?
Oh,
What's your
oh,
size?
Listen, it doesn't matter what my size is. It really doesn't.
No,
It does. Because
It does?
Yes, because if you're smaller than me, you're probably not going to knock me off on skates.
Okay.
But I guarantee
Okay.
if you're smaller than me on the football field, you're going to get broken in half.
and you're going to get destroyed on the ice. And I'll put money on that.
Okay.
All I'm just saying, what more?
I'm just saying that I had this conversation with somebody else.
Right.
You have me come at you.
I'm not going to be sitting still. I'm coming at you at the same time.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
So we're
I
not
would be.
playing a game. I guarantee. I guarantee you're going to go ass over tea kettle.
Nobody is. Nope. Okay.
All I just saying, what?
Bro,
more-
I'm 6'4", 285 pounds. I ain't going ass over nothing unless you are bigger than me, and I don't think you are. So
You can be 285, 6'4", and it doesn't matter to me.
okay.
Wait a minute. We get it off of my question. What more important to the city of Buffalo? Is it the hockey team or the Buffalo Bills team? The win.
Can't answer. It's whoever can win it first. That'll be
Don't
the
move
most
the
important.
goalposts.
It's whoever can win it first.
Well,
I can't hear you, Andre.
The Bills have been there closer to trying to win it for the past few years here.
Yeah.
Been closer lately, but technically in the last
And
30 years, the Sabres made it further.
Okay. Well, let me say this. What parade you would go to?
I'm going to both.
No, you just got to pick one. Which
No.
one is it?
Ron, I am Buffalo all the way. I'm going to either one. God damn it.
I said that question, Andy. And you,
I
my
will.
boy.
I will call into work. I will lie. I will be on my goddamn deathbed. I could be on my goddamn deathbed. I will be at that fucking parade.
Well,
No matter who wins.
He's talking about the game. Which game would you go to before you wind up going to anywhere else?
Right.
Not
He
the
said
parade.
the parade. He said the parade.
What parade you would go to?
Oh, parade.
I'm
Okay. I thought you said
going-
what game. Sorry.
What parade you would go to? If both of them win championship this year, what parade you would go to? And you gotta pick one.
The Bandits.
Oh shit.
Because they're most likely to guarantee to win. I'm sorry.
Well, not everybody can deflate footballs.
Oh,
You know?
I'm not a New England fan, so you can stop there right there.
okay, look, be honest with me and yourself. What
And-
parade
and-
you would
and if-
go to?
And if you don't believe me, I can show you that I'm not a
I
Patriots
believe
fan.
you, but answer the question. The people waiting.
I've already
Yeah.
answered it, Ron.
To be honest with you, either way of winning, it doesn't matter. This city just needs a. I'm not saying that lacrosse isn't a legit sport, but
It's not one of the major four.
it's not one of the major. Exactly.
You're moving the goalpost.
So here's
It's
the thing. This city is going to go into an uproar regardless of who wins, regardless of the fact. And to just have a championship, a legit championship, I think that it doesn't matter at this point.
It do matter.
No, it doesn't. Why does it?
Joe's answer is the Bills because he's not a Sabres fan. He
Right.
can't show up to a
I
Sabres
just wanted
parade
him to say that.
Anyway, so,
I wanted him
so,
to say that.
he know. Listen, Joe.
Listen, I'm
you
going.
let Joe talk.
Listen. This is where I'm going to go with it right here. If this team right here, this team, ready? This team right there, that team right here. If you can see the jersey, this team right here. If they ever win, I'm going to that fucking parade.
Wait a minute. No. We don't do that on here.
Yeah.
You
I'm
got
not
to
going.
ask-
I'm not going to a Bills parade. I'll just be honest with you.
Wait a minute.
You're not going to a Bills parade either. Oh well, you ain't going to no parade then.
Damn straight, I'm not. Listen.
Listen, Ron,
I'm
he ain't Bulls
you
on
already-
parade, okay?
You already know that I'm a Raiders fan at heart and a Bills fan second.
He is raging against the machine, Ron. He is literally raging against the machine. There will be no Bulls on parade.
No, there won't.
None. Zero. Zilch. Nada. Zip.
You tell me.
And
you got two football teams.
just to let you know, Dallas just scored. They're up 3-1 with 13 minutes left.
You got two football teams.
Yeah.
See, Andre, go to the next question, please.
Yeah, he has the Raiders, the team he roots for, and when they shit the bed and don't
Like
make
they
the
have
playoffs, he
been
roots for the
for many
Bills.
of years.
Yeah.
But I'm not too happy with the Deflategate thing that you deflected it towards me, considering the fact that, you know,
Listen, I hear you're from
you
you're
feel
from
my
New
pain.
England and
I'm-
you're freaking and you're a Bruins fan. Of course I'm gonna think you're a goddamn New England fan. So
But here's the thing. I felt the pain of you know, the tuck rule. Okay, that was not a tuck.
Wait a minute. You is a Raiders fan, a Las Vegas Raiders fan.
No,
Eh, wait a minute.
I don't care where they play, but they're always going to be
Wait,
L.A.
Okay,
I mean,
well, you
Oakland?
call it what you want.
or
to call it.
Oakland.
Okay, Oakland, LA, Las Vegas, but you got two teams. That what you telling me?
well, Ron,
Well-
you know, I know Atlanta has done well recently, but usually when you root for a team that is dog shit most of your life, you find a secondary team to get a little enjoyment out of it, and they're usually
What?
a decent team.
Wait a minute. I've been a Falcons fan all my life.
Yeah.
I ain't say, oh, I like the Carolina Panthers.
Listen. It may not be
what
like
Carolina?
you're a diehard fan, but you'd be like, you know, if my team's bad, yeah, I like that this other team is kind of good, and you know.
No, fuck that shit. If my team bad, I don't care about no other team winning.
I was like that with hockey for a while.
I just got one team, one football team, NFL team. Ain't no
Oh.
two.
Well, you had a hockey team, but you lost it.
Who said I went into hockey?
I just
Who
said you
said-
had a hockey team. I didn't say you were into
Hey,
hockey.
hey.
That's different.
No, they had hockey teams. Remember,
Yes.
Atlanta
Yes.
Flames.
Hey,
yeah.
it all good. But I didn't ever go to no hockey game. Andre know
Okay.
me.
Like I said, I didn't say you rooted for them. I just said that you had a hockey team.
But
Yeah.
I do miss those powder blue Atlanta jerseys though. Those were
Well,
sweet.
it might be coming back. So in 2 years. So get ready.
As far as
No,
I'm
my-
concerned, the Sabres just need to bring back the goat head all the time.
Yeah.
They don't need
Speaking of
another
which,
jersey.
But
talking about bringing back the NBA playoffs are back, and man, right now I gotta ask this question: what team has looked very impressive, and which team has disappointed the most? Go ahead.
We want Boston. Remember,
who won Boston?
76ers. They wanted Boston. They got Boston the other night.
Well,
Their last night.
the team that look horrible is Detroit Pistons.
Listen, my boy's still coming back from injury. They're going to win that series. Don't you worry about
I mean,
that.
I just saying the way Orlando Magic took your point guard out of the game, and they don't got nobody else to step up.
It's one game, Ron.
I
We'll
mean,
see if they can do that for a whole series. It's
one game
different doing it
matters,
from. Hey, listen, you can do stuff for a game or two, but can you do it for a whole series? That remains to be seen.
They're true too. I just saying. I want other people to step up on the team. That's all I'm trying to say. Yeah. The point guard from the New York Knicks was acting the other day, motherfucker. But that's what I got for you, Andre.
Dre's a little quiet tonight.
He's trying to talk, but it's like muted.
We cannot even hear Andre. I mean,
Tell him to hit the wall.
hit the wall 5 times, Andre.
Start banging your head because the Packers are doing well.
Oh shit!
I had to bring that up.
Ooh,
No,
shots
he
fired.
didn't.
Shots fired.
He already knows that I bust his chops about it all the time.
Oh, we
No,
do the
he
same.
didn't.
Oh,
We do the same.
No,
Mi-
he didn't.
Minnesota just scored. It was a good game.
No, he didn't. Did not bring out Green Bay. We can't.
Yeah, what was that? Because I just walked back in the room and I heard Green Bay. What's up? Who's talking about Green Bay?
We were trying to get your attention. Well, I was at least.
What happened? What happened, baby? I want to know what happened. What happened? What happened, baby?
You know, we were trying to feel the Jordan love. I mean, shit.
Oh,
Sorry.
no, he didn't. No,
I see he done took his comedic route on the road, huh?
Uh,
he didn't.
Listen, I just watched the WWE WrestleMania kill Tony, so I got to be a comedian now.
Yeah,
No,
I see.
he
I
didn't.
see. Okay. Listen, Home Depot. I'm gonna need you to go. I mean, Home Improvement. I'm gonna need you to go ahead. Go ahead, Tim the Two Man Taylor. I'm gonna need you to
Listen.
go ahead and fix some jokes. You got jokes. Don't be joking on my damn Green Bay Packers now.
Listen, I'm not Tim the Two. I'm Al. Okay, get it right.
All right, seriously. Talking about NBA playoffs. I heard somebody say something about Detroit.
Yeah, man. The way
I heard somebody say something about Detroit.
me.
The 3-1-3. Who was that? Ron, you said that?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ron brought him up, but I
Oh,
said
oh,
it was one
oh.
game. They're able to take their point guard out of the game, but can they do that for a whole series remains to be seen.
I mean, it might mean to be seen, but the way they were at there,
It was
They went
one
to-
game. Let's
Orlando
play game
went
2 and
to
see what
Detroit.
happens.
I thought Orlando were the bad boys.
Okay, so watch this.
Hey, there'll only ever be one bad boys. Don't ever get that
No, I
twisted.
gotta mess with you. But there
The
you
NBA
go.
should go back to that. It's too fucking soft.
Agreed. I mean,
Basketball used to be a contact sport.
We can't hear you.
yeah, you can only watch LeBron flop 8,000 times a game. You know, maybe once or twice a year, and make it look good.
Ugh. Who watches LeBron?
We can't hear
It-
you.
It's like watching a figure skater hit a rut when they do a triple Lutz and fall. I don't know
Yeah, but
what's
they
worse.
did that by accident. They didn't do it purposely.
Okay, all right. Let me reiterate that then. It's like watching a soccer player dive after he gets
My
slide
volume.
tackled.
Okay, there we go. My volume likes to fluctuate here and there.
I see.
So listen, first and foremost, when it comes to Detroit, this will not be a everybody from the 3-1-3. Put your motherfucking hands up and follow me moment. It will not be an
Listen,
8-9
stop,
moment.
Eminem, stop.
It will not be one of those moments. I promise you it won't. I think Orlando might take this the full distance.
You see what I
Here's
mean?
the problem that I see. Who is going to score on this team besides Cade? I need to know. We talked about sustainable to win a championship. I don't even think this may be sustainable to get past the first round. The way Orlando played that game one, the way they played game one,
He's rusty. He's only been back a week.
oh, that's nice. Well, guess what? You rusty at the wrong time. You
It's
might
not his.
wanna go.
You can't help
Listen,
it that
Ricky.
he's fucking.
Listen, Wreck-It Ralph, you might want to go get Fix It Felix. Because you will need I can fix it. He better fix that shit quick. He better fix that shit quick. Orlando not playing with nobody. Listen,
They're not
Orlando
playing.
has nothing to lose. Orlando has nothing to lose. And Pangero is I'm be honest. if I'm Orlando's coach, I'm having him check Cade the whole series,
Oh,
the
this
entire series.
wait a minute, Andre. This the kicker. Orlando Magic players trying to get the head coach fired.
Oh,
How
I know,
about those apples?
I know. But guess what? If they want to play, they're gonna have to put that aside. They're gonna have to put that aside. They're gonna have to put that aside. They got an opportunity to knock off the number 1 seed in the East.
Right.
I think we're gonna put trying to fire our coach to the side for the moment. Let's knock these boys off. Let's knock Detroit off real quick. Number 1. Number 2, Cleveland. They look good. They look good. I just want to know how long James Harden is gonna play playoff basketball. I'm just wondering. And see how long that lasts.
No, he only
The
plays.
Knicks-
He only plays one side of the ball, so that's where
Yeah,
all his energy goes.
Yeah, the Knicks. Listen, they know what they're doing by exuding his energy on the offensive end and not on the defensive end. They know what they're doing. They think they slick, but they know what they're doing. The Knicks losing games to the Hawks. That's typical Knicks playoff basketball. Losing a game that they probably shouldn't. But
Can I speak on this? Stephen A. Smith, how you like us now?
Ooh.
Well,
now you've been
hold on.
talking reckless for a whole week about my Atlanta Hawks. You and your no headline ass.
Well, I mean,
You've been talking reckless.
I do want to put it out that Danhausen did curse the Knicks. So
Yeah, and I also want to put out there that they booed the shit out of Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah.
He's just trash. He's just trash.
We booed him.
So when you do your show tomorrow morning, Stephen A. Smith, make sure you know what you're talking about. I'm coming for you. And did your reporter to report?
I tell you what. The Knicks, if they lose this series to Atlanta,
better
I'm
blow
gonna
the
tell
whole
you
damn
what
team
I'm
up.
gonna bring up. I tell you what I'm gonna bring up. I'm gonna bring up the fact that the New York Knicks gave up 5 first-rounders for Mikal Bridges.
Oh, I don't bring up Trey Young, not even with us no more.
I'm bringing it up.
The New York Knicks daddy. He with Washington Wizards now. And y'all still losing.
Say Trey Young is the New York Knicks dad.
Oh, hey, y'all seen anybody shoot dice on the New York Knicks floor? Trey Young did it. And to a bow.
So disrespectful.
Thank you very much.
Joe, when the Sabres come to Boston, I hope y'all don't be disrespectful. Please don't be disrespectful. Please don't be disrespectful. It's playoff time. I see people love to bring up playoff memories, disrespectful playoff memories.
So
Ron Thomas. Hold on, watch this. This is where I got Rondo. Hold on. This is where I got Rondo, and I ain't even talking about the Celtics yet. I got Rondo.
So,
and I ain't talking about the Celtics. Ron, you sure you want to bring up playoff losses?
I mean, to be honest, Reggie Miller on the New York Knicks.
No.
After Reggie Miller.
No. Don't change. Don't move the goalpost, Ron. Stay right there where you was at. Keep that same energy, Ron. I want you to keep that. What's that coming down the track? It's the Mean Machine in the red and black. I want you to keep that energy that you just had. Chooch, look, Chooch. He would bring up disrespectful playoff moments, right? Ron, I'd have thought that you would have been humble after what happened when y'all came here just a couple weeks ago. I thought you would have been humble. Sir, we're not gonna talk about that Georgia Bulldog dog walking.
Charlotte basketball time.
I don't care. Come on. I don't care.
Wait a minute.
Sir.
I gotta say this before you go in. Stephen A. Smith made it personal. Every time he made it personal.
That's him.
Every
Yogi,
time
what
he
up?
makes it personal with a team, the team that he like end up losing.
Yo, what's good, my G?
Holy
We on.
shit, he came out of hibernation.
Yeah, we on. We on. I watched the nasty Nick game as the only Nick fan that's on the
Yogi,
panel.
what the hell?
I
You
have
in the
a
forest somewhere stealing picnic baskets? We can't hear
I'm
you.
around. You hear me?
No,
Because
My
I
mic is
have questions for
See, Yogi,
a
you
certain.
can't steal picnic baskets and do shows at the same time, bro. I told you
what the
this.
fuck not. I do what I want to do. I'm on. You hear me?
no,
Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right. I just wanted to make sure y'all hear me. Everybody hear me?
no.
Barely. I told you.
I can
Listen,
hear him. I can
I
hear
can
him.
hear him somewhat. The picnic
Okay.
baskets, I tell you, running
Yo,
interference right
listen.
now. What's
I,
up, yo?
I
I'm
heard I
just.
heard that he's a Knicks fan. That's all I heard.
I
Me
I am
too.
very. Yeah, I'm very disgusted right now. I am very pissed. I know you have a couple of questions. Oh, what are
I
you speaking
love
on?
it.
Is it? We doing basketball? We doing football? What we doing?
Well,
We're
you
doing
can talk
basketball
about
right now.
basketball. When we get to football, I have questions.
You
I
don't have
got a
no
lot of
questions.
questions.
Oh, I have plenty
Here we
of
go.
questions.
Here we go. Here we go.
Okay. Oh, okay. So, yeah, about the Knicks, very disgusted. I seen a terrible timeout, which is going to cost Mike Brown to lose his job, and he's going to end up getting fired. That was disgusting. Very disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
Then Bridges, we spent 5 first-round picks for him,
Mm-hmm.
and he got 10 points,
Mm-hmm.
pissing me off.
What I just say? What did I
Mm-hmm.
just say? What did I say? Bro, I'm
Uh,
telling you, Mikal Bridges got to be the most overrated first round give up in the entire century of basketball. Five
But
first rounders for somebody who getting you 10 points. Yogi, how about this? How about we go to the Knicks, me and you, we go down to Madison Square Garden and say, you know what? We'll play. We'll play for the playoffs, and you can send Mikal Bridges, send him home back in, and we'll get
or
10 points.
or you could get John Stocks.
Or
He
no.
he
Yo,
on
we'll
court
get 10
side.
points. We'll get 10 points.
God, I'm honestly though, he's out there for defensive purposes, but it's hard to get
What
like you
the
got
crap?
5. No, I'm saying you got 4 players that really should get more possessions. I don't want to see Brunson hero ball, even though we done lived off that for the past couple of years. And I'm seeing on these fan pages, all the Facebook fan pages for the Knicks, they're killing Brunson. Oh, he turned the ball over, he killed us. I say he's our closer, our best closer.
Where?
Mike Brown has to call that timeout.
Where?
I watched the whole game, so I
He
was just
wasn't no closer tonight.
yeah, he was terrible. Like that defensive, like that. You had a timeout to even going to the other side, and basically you didn't call the timeout. You ain't need to hack anybody, do anything. All you had to do was get across half court. You had the timeout for it. You didn't use it. You just let the play run. Disgusting, terrible. They're
I
gonna talk
love it.
about that tomorrow. But there's no fucking way Bridges is supposed to shoot the last ball. There's no fucking way. There's no way. That is disgusting.
Not awful.
Like,
Not awful.
but I know
God
we'll
awful.
get that. I don't know. We'll get either game 3 or game 4. I don't see us losing back to back like that. So it's gonna go 6 though. Knicks and 6. I got it.
If you lose game 3, you're losing back to back. So that means they're winning game 3.
Yeah.
Every
No, I'm
at
saying I don't
home.
see us losing back to back. I'm just saying I think we're gonna end up getting either game 3 or we'll probably get game 3. We'll get game 3.
Okay. Well, I got a
No, we're
question.
going 6. We're going 6 though.
We asked this question earlier. I'll ask it to you because you're coming on. Most disappointing team in the playoffs right now. Most what's the word for it? Best team in the playoffs right now.
Oh, OKC definitely best. OKC definitely. I'm seeing them definitely. I think, and I hate to say this though, because I love my Knicks though. I think the best team is going to come out the West. I think the championship is going to come out the West between the Spurs or OKC. So I got OKC. Most disappointing. And I can't say an 8th seed is disappointing because technically you're not really supposed to be there. So I can't really say like an 8 seed that loses is disappointing. Um, right now, I could probably give it to the Knicks. There's not enough information to just be like, and enough games to say who's disappointed and who's not. But after today, I would have to say the Knicks. That game we shouldn't have lost. I'm not even giving it the Detroit game because I know some people would say Detroit, but I'm like, Orlando's a solid team though. You got Bane, you got Pablo actually playing like a man, like he's supposed to. I can't even say like I wouldn't be surprised if Detroit went 7. So those are the answer. The two teams. That's what I got. I don't think I have enough information or enough playoff games to determine who's the disappointing team right now. It's early in the playoffs. So.
Got to be more tough.
Who you got though?
Well, the New York Knicks got the most experience. That's what they say. And Stephen A. Smith said that on this morning. Now choke on those apples, Stephen A. Smith.
Well, we're not. The Knicks are not playing to their potential anyway, though. Because Bridges is supposed to give us more than that.
Don't come up with no damn excuses. We're not doing that.
Who's coming up with excuse?
You already coming up with excuses.
I just said the most disappointing team, but with the information we got right now is the Knicks. What are we talking about? I see what this is. You just want to argue. Okay, you know what, though? That's fine. You find something good to argue with. That's not going to work.
I am. We busted y'all ass.
Who is we?
Atlanta Hawks busting y'all ass.
Wait, so, you got to... Okay, that makes sense. Okay, you really think they're going to beat us, though?
We own y'all. What we even talking about? What we even talking about?
You just got nothing. Stop it, bro.
We own the New York Knicks in the playoffs. What we talking about?
You mean Trey owns it? I'll give you Trey. Trey not even on your team no more, man.
Okay, but he was playing for the Hawks, so that means we own y'all ass.
All right, so then you're gonna. So let me get this straight. So you're gonna be us because I remember last year, a couple of years back when y'all was actually solid. We fucked y'all up. So nice try. Okay, question. Are you gonna?
Every time Trey seen y'all, he took a bow and was shooting dice on y'all court. What we even talking about?
That was like 3 years ago. My man, okay, question. So you think you're gonna beat us this year?
Yes.
So you're advancing?
Yes.
All right, what's your prediction? Was it Hawks in 7? Hawks in 6?
It might be Hawks in 6.
I didn't know they do drugs.
We faster. And
you should start doing drugs.
We younger and we faster.
Careful, Ron. You get him going, and then the Knicks actually do lose in 6. We ain't gonna see this man till September. Because he's gonna go hibernate again.
Nice try. If you are on, I am on a couple of Facebook fan pages. I'm never hard to find. I'm around there.
Never hard to find. That after Baltimore lost, we ain't find you no more.
Just to let you know, this Anaheim Edmonton game just got interesting. Edmonton just tied it up 3-3 with 8 minutes left in the third.
Hey, question. I heard Buffalo's a hockey team now. A hockey place now. That's what I heard. I heard somebody said through the grapevine that Buffalo's a hockey town, which makes sense.
I mean, hockey plays when football doesn't. So something to do during the months where football isn't going on.
Hey, listen, you had a hockey a Sabres say this, so I'm like, hey, looks like it to me. Looks like it to me. They looked real good the other day, and I thought they was going to lose. I don't want to hate against the Sabres.
You thought the same thing week 1. You thought the same thing week 1 this year in the NFL. Look what happened. I don't know which loss is worse. I don't know if it's Boston or if it's Baltimore.
That's cute. Yeah, look where it got you. Look where it got you. Nice You're gonna make
Further than
me
you.
really listen. I'm not here for any Saber slander. I don't have no legit reason to just hate on the Sabres. I'm just relaying a message of what
No,
your teammate or a teammate or whoever player said about the town of Buffalo. Now, are we going to dispute that or not? Because it looked like that the Sabres might run the town and not the Bills.
so I'm just curious. What do you watch hockey?
No.
No. I'm a Rangers fan. I can't watch it because I know we suck this year, so I can't talk anything about my Rangers.
You haven't really been there. I
I'll tell
mean,
you that. I'll just say this: Tage Thompson can walk through town, and maybe he might get spotted. No, and somebody will know who he is. If the Bills' best player walks through town, he gets mobbed. So yeah, that'll just tell you that.
Be more.
He's allowed to have his opinion, but he wrong.
So if they get the championship, are we still saying that the Buffalo's a hockey town or a football town?
It'll always be both. Given
I
what
don't think
both
so. I don't think so.
I live here, so
Listen, there is more hockey juniors, more hockey events that happen in this damn city than a little bit. Please stop this cat. Listen,
There we go. There we go.
It is
There we go.
both a hockey and a football town.
it's
No.
both.
This is crazy work. I don't
No.
understand how people don't understand that.
No,
By the way,
no.
Andy,
No.
you are capping, sir, about Tage
We-
Thompson.
we
If
just
Tage
can't.
Thompson walks through
I'm
town,
saying compared to
downtown,
Josh.
sir,
Compared to Josh,
no. Stop.
there's a
this.
difference.
There's a difference, but if they both walk downtown, you better believe Buffalo knows who both of them are.
Wait, no. If you get if they get a championship, nobody's. I'm not gonna say nobody's gonna care about the Bills. That's wild. But I'm just saying people are
the
gonna put
Sabres
the
win a
Bills in the back
championship.
burner.
The Sabres will be the big brother.
So
Big facts.
I-
Okay, let's go. Facts. Okay. About
hold on. So you're saying that Tage Thompson is equally as popular as Josh Allen.
I can't.
In
I would not
Buffalo,
say
I
yes.
that.
never said that. That's not. No. Don't take
No,
what I said out of context.
But you're saying that they would be equally as known.
That's not what I said. I said if they both walk downtown, you better believe everybody down there gonna know who both of them are. You better believe that.
I'm not gonna say that though. I feel like
You better
the
believe
guy.
that. You don't
guy-
believe
the
that. That's
first-
crazy.
first team
And I'm
that
gonna be
brings
honest with you.
Who-
See, this is where experience comes into play.
I'll be
I
honest.
literally, hold on.
I'll be
I'm
honest
literally
with you
side
too.
by side with both of them.
I'll be honest with you too. Whose
Downtown.
face is around Buffalo more than anybody?
Well, we know it's Josh. That's
No.
simple. That's simple. But the question was downtown. Now, if we go to the hood, then Tage, I feel for you because.
How about we bring them down? How about we bring them down to the freaking fruit belt and let's see who they're gonna know.
You know what's so funny? I'm like 2 minutes from the fruit belt.
You just said downtown. It's
No,
pretty
I'm
much.
just gonna say this.
Sir. When we say downtown, I'm talking about in the downtown area where they play sports. I'm talking about Chippewa area. I'm not talking about
Nobody.
Ain't nobody talking about none of them streets. Ain't nobody talking about the East Side Street. Ain't nobody talking about nope. I specifically said downtown, City Hall area. Okay, that's it.
If you're they'll know Josh Allen before they know Tage Thompson.
Yeah, majority of people.
There's a reason that his daughter, who has yet to have a photo put out in public, is known as the Princess of Buffalo.
And she's more popular than Tage Thompson probably right now.
Well, that has a lot to do with her mother as well. So,
Well, regardless of fact, we're talking about in town here, not
Yeah. True, but I mean,
please.
Haley
add
does
that
bring
to
Haley does bring a lot from
yes,
the women's
please
side
add
of
that
things.
to the whole synopsis. Again, Tage Thompson is 20 like what 24, 25, not
I
even.
think he's 26 actually.
Yeah, he's like 26, 27.
I didn't think so. I thought Tage started playing. Tage's been
Okay.
on the Sabres for what, 8 seasons?
3 years, I thought. I don't know.
No, Tage Thompson has been on the Sabres since before. I wouldn't say before COVID.
He is 28 actually.
Yeah, okay, so he is older.
Yeah, he came over from Chicago. Like,
Yeah,
what?
that's what I was about to say. Yes, he's definitely played 8 years here. Definitely. I was about to say, y'all not about to trip me up. I ain't crazy.
Actually, him and Josh both entered Buffalo around the same time.
The same time. I was about to say, Tage was here before COVID. I know
Yeah,
that.
he's
covering
been
the Sabres
he's
since
been in
20
Buffalo for 8 years.
Yeah, I was about to say, ain't no way. All right, so you got 2 guys. One is 30, one is 28. Again, but if Tage win that Stanley Cup, we having a different conversation.
Unless Josh goes and answers it with a Super Bowl this year.
Sir. Oh, okay. You know what?
Hey, I'm just saying, if they
Yogi.
both have,
Yogi, listen, I usually
here.
don't do this. Yogi, I usually don't do this. I usually don't.
Hey, can we go?
Yogi, for once,
Yeah.
I actually agree with you about this damn Buffalo shit. You know what?
I'm telling you.
Okay,
do not
watch this.
inflate his goddamn head. I do enough job trying to deflate it.
So,
Hey,
Dre,
Well, you
Andre,
gotta deflate it with facts, and you don't do that. You just be trolling.
I do.
So I
No.
encourage the trolling.
I've hit you
But
with
I don't take
plenty
it
of
serious,
facts.
though. No, you do not. The fact.
Okay, so
let's get to the real
Baltimore
facts,
won
though.
week 1, right? Baltimore
No, we
has won week 1. Baltimore has beaten Buffalo in the playoffs, right? Like Josh doesn't own your whole franchise. Just saying.
Is that true? Or
Those
that's
are
how
facts.
you feel?
Tell
It's not
sometimes.
facts. It's how you feel.
I mean,
that's how you feel. It makes sense, though.
they played
makes
each other
sense.
6 times. I believe they've played each other 6 times in their career and twice in the playoffs. And Josh is 4-2 and has both playoff victories. So what would you say?
I'll take that into consideration. That like the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life, but it's fine. That is perfectly fine
Nah,
because if that's the case, then
Right.
MVPs and all. It's cute what you're doing. It's not working though, because if your goal is to beat us, congrats. But I could have sworn the goal was to win championships. No.
Oh, the goal is to win championships and then troll on all the losers that we beat on. That's
All this big news today. Zay Flowers.
That sounds great though, but this was your year and you lost. You're right next to me. So what that says?
well, we ain't right next. There's plenty of distance between Baltimore and Buffalo in this draft.
Listen, hey, listen. Let me tell you something.
A draft where you shouldn't have your first round picks, but Baltimore back out of deals and be a shitty fucking franchise.
You want to
listen.
get to it? You want to get to it?
Can I say something before you guys start arguing
already
anymore?
did.
Can I
Go
say
ahead.
something? Am I
Go ahead,
allowed
please.
to say something?
Go
All
ahead.
right.
I said
So
what I said.
you said that Josh Allen has
You're
more
back out of
victories.
that deal that you were so high on. Now it don't matter.
Adam, did you?
Oh, we win in the Super Bowl. That was your words, was it not?
Hey, listen.
Adam,
Go ahead.
did you say Josh Allen has more victories than Lamar Jackson against each other?
Go ahead, retort.
Hello.
Who's talking to him?
Andy said that.
Yeah.
And it's actually in regular season and playoffs. They've both won 3 games against each other. They played a total of 6 games against each other since they've been in the league.
You're not going to say nothing?
But you just said that Josh Allen has won more games
Hello?
against. Hello.
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm listening. What?
I'm waiting for you to retort. I said what I had to say.
I left it alone. He brung it up. I left it be.
I'm just asking. I mean,
I
if
can't hear him.
Can't
Joe,
hear me?
repeat what you just said.
I can only hear you. I don't hear Andre or Joe. I'm gonna have to leave and come back.
Can you hear me now?
No. You don't got to do that. Andy, did you hear what
I'm
Joe
gonna
just
come
said?
back.
Joe, repeat it for him again.
Okay.
He come back
Andy, did you not say that Josh Allen has more victories against Lamar Jackson in their career?
Now I'm about to let him in. Now, Andy, can you hear what's being said?
I can now hear you. Yes.
Okay, Joe, repeat what you just said again.
I said, do you think that Josh Allen has more victories against Lamar Jackson in their career?
Yes.
You're wrong. They're tied. They're 3-3 against each other. They've both won 3 games. They both lost 3 games. We've won. Josh Allen is 1-2 against Baltimore in the regular season and 0-2 in the playoffs.
You mean 2-0 in the playoffs?
Or 2-0. Sorry, excuse me, but you're still wrong regardless of the fact. So as
I was off by 1 game.
as our other counterpart that is in this call with us that just came in, you need to get your facts straight, my friend.
I was off by 1 game. I had it 4-2.
No,
It's
you were
3-3.
off by a shit ton of games. Let's just be honest.
I had it 4-2.
Dude,
It was
dude,
3-3.
Let's. But you said that Josh Allen's won more games against Lamar. Did you not? Are we? I mean,
Okay, he's won more games in the playoffs.
but
He's won more
you're
games
Mr.
in the
Fact.
playoffs, right?
You're
that's not
Mr.
what he
Fact.
said.
When it matters,
we're
when the
talking
game's
about
on the
facts.
line and it's an elimination, when does it matter?
But
I was off by 1 game.
one game.
1 game.
I don't know about that. You said
3-3
something
and
about
4-2. They're right next to each other.
He was off by 1 game, Joe, but at the same token,
At the
it's
same
still-
token,
it's still
there's
the
nobody
same.
who's a true winner. They're 50-50.
Right, they're 50-50, but
No,
Josh
you got
has won
Andre.
when it
Hold on.
matters
You got
most.
motherfuckers running their mouth, and they was wrong. Apologize.
Exactly.
Apologize after the bird game.
Apologize.
Apologize
Exactly.
now.
Fuck the bird game. How about that?
Yeah,
I'm so sick of hearing about the bird game. All you fucking do is whine on. You guys do is whine on fucking Twitter all fucking off season. I hear it every off season.
Hey, let me tell
You
you.
were talking about the bird game talks the most shit online and then plays victim after. So I ain't hearing that shit.
Nice try. Says the guys that was crying. Oh, it was a catch. Oh, it was a catch.
It was a catch. And I'll die on that field.
You'll die on that hill. Why you ain't died yet, man? Pissing me off. Man, move. Watch out, man. Stop it. Hey, listen.
Don't tempt me
get
with
back
a
to the
good
facts.
time.
Hey, listen.
Gotta have control of that ball to wind up making it a catch, right?
I don't listen. Question, because I know you was talking about our first round pick. First of all, you should stay out of our business on our first round pick.
Don't make it a public thing.
Hey! Bean should learn from us because Bean's an idiot, and that pick y'all gonna get, y'all gonna mess it up anyway. It ain't gonna matter. Y'all gonna mess it up. You should take notes from us how we damn near swindled the fucking Oakland. Basically swindled them. Swindle them. Hoodwinked. Let it stray.
Yeah,
Shout out to my man Nicasa. Shout out to him.
Mm-hmm.
He played that shit like a fiddle. He ain't get on there having a bad a bad little interview shit. What was that? Press conference, a terrible press conference. DaCosta did it the right way. And we knew he was lying. And it didn't even matter. We did our job. Y'all there?
Disgusting.
I'm here. Oilers just went up 4-3 with about a little less than 2 minutes left. They came back from 3-2. So they just scored 2 unanswered to go ahead.
Damn.
It's a good game. If you watch the highlights of the Dallas game, you're gonna laugh at if you get to watch it on ESPN, you're gonna laugh about it because
Is Draisaitl coming back?
he's playing right now.
Okay, so he did come back. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Power plays.
Yeah,
started.
he just
power plays.
he just
power plays
assisted.
started to fall off.
He just assisted on this last goal.
See, that's why you need Draisaitl. Draisaitl is nice.
Yeah, but you can be as nice as you want and get to the cup and lose 2 years in a row and not do shit.
Well, we know that. That's
Remember,
obvious.
but then again, they have a different goalie, so
That's
You
true.
know.
Their goalie's playing in Pittsburgh, is it not?
Well, he showed up in Pittsburgh, but I don't think he's playing.
Oh, I thought he was playing.
Guess what, Joe?
Yeah,
Florida's
Skinner.
not even in the playoffs, so they don't have to
Skinner-
worry about losing to Florida again.
Skinner's well, and it make it 5-3.
Oh, they got
that
an
game's
empty
over.
net.
No empty net. Oh wait, no,
Damn.
I'm looking. Sorry, I got the game on. I got the same game on, but one's lagging behind. So my bad.
Goofy.
Listen, the other game it just popped on up top. So
Womp
I got two different streams. Leave me alone, man.
womp womp. Lagging like New England sports has been lately, except for the Boston Celtics. Lagging. The Patriots lagged terribly. And so did and so did the Bruins the other night. We're gonna see tomorrow night. See what happened tomorrow night. That's gonna be very interesting, to say the least.
Listen, you can hate all you want until you win a cup. Then come talk to me.
Oh, hey, guess what? Hey, no hate. I don't hate. I do not hate the Boston Bruins.
Hey, listen, I don't have no reason to even hate the Sabres. I want to real bad, but I can't hate. I want them to win. It's been a while. So I really want them to win. But Bills, never. I want them to lose
I
forever.
remember the Yogi just trying to say.
And I can't wait to host both
Forever.
trophies and hold it over your head forever.
That's a trophy you will never see. You will never see that damn trophy.
Neither will
You'll
Lamar.
never see.
Let me say this about the Lombardi: so close, but yet so far away. And I hate to say it, living here in Buffalo, but I don't see anything happening as long as Bean's the fucking GM.
There we go. Somebody was using their common fucking sense.
Hold on. There is the rumor that they were just keeping him until after this draft and firing him. That still
Get the
remains to be
fuck
seen.
out of here! Get the fuck out of here! Who are they gonna fucking hire? Fucking Pagula's wife then?
Anybody'd be better.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. That was a rumor. But I tell you what.
And it was a rumor fucking that we were keeping fucking whatchamacallit? Fucking
They both should have been
McDermott.
fired. They
No.
both should have been
No.
fired.
To me, that ain't no rumor. That's not a rumor. Where you get that rumor from? Who?
Who are you talking to?
You. Who did you get that rumor that they was keeping McDermott?
Dude, it was all over the fucking place. Oh, they're not going to get rid of him. And then they fucking got rid of him.
All right, hold on. You need to cite your sources.
Hold on, watch this. Yogi.
Wait. Hold
Yogi.
on. You need to cite your sources, bro. Yep, what's
Yo, this is my point. It was everywhere except for where it should have been, because every one of them was idiots for saying that shit.
No, you gotta cite your sources. Cass get out here saying that.
You want to know where that came from, Dre? Do you want to know your favorite fucking people on 550?
Idiots again. Idiots.
Oh, okay.
But they're not. But yet they're not a legit source, right?
Idiots.
Nah. As long as you say you name your source.
Hey, Joe.
I respect that.
Hold on, no, Yogi. Let me answer that, Joe. You know, I've been in this business long enough to know legitimate sources and real.
And how much shit has Adam Scheffner fucking talked over the years?
Oh, we know.
This guy's getting paid. This guy's getting paid how much money to fucking talk bullshit on fucking ESPN? Just as bad as Stephen A. Smith talking about, the Cowboys, fuck you, dude.
Listen,
that guy's about his.
It'll eventually come out that Adam Schefter is doing the same thing Diana Rossini was doing.
Dude, where?
Yo, stop.
Listen, Adam Schefter is about his. Adam Schefter is about as bad as fucking Vince Russo and fucking Metzler fucking giving reports on fucking wrestling.
Yeah, you know what's so funny about that? Again, dude, you know how I feel about them watered down ass news outlets. You know how I feel about it.
You know, you want to know who else pisses me?
You say 550 and I say zero credibility.
Li-
And here's
listen.
why I say zero credibility. The
Oh,
minute
damn, it's like that?
hold on.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
they're bad.
Damn.
They're fucking
Everybody
terrible.
in their wait a minute. Everybody and their mama heard Brandon Bean go on their show and tell them how they didn't need wide receivers and that they scored 30 points per game. And then in the same week, Brandon Bean went and got 3 bargain basement ass receivers who did
Yep.
absolutely nothing in the same week. And those motherfuckers didn't even check Brandon Bean. You know for a fact, Yogi, let's be fucking real.
No, you right.
Ever came on me and Mookie show and pulled that shit?
Hell nah, because I know one of y'all gonna press him. It'd have been me. Just to troll. It would have definitely been me.
Andy, matter of fact, Andy, he came on this show and did that.
Hell no.
Hell no. Hell no. He
couldn't
know
have
better.
done that.
He know
The
better.
second he got on here, he would have been. I would have been in his goddamn ear.
Well, first of all, hey Beam, pump your brakes. First of all, you gotta pump your brakes, sir. I don't know who you think you're talking to, but pump your brakes. You literally had Ty Johnson lined up as wide receiver 1 and had Ray Davis catching bubble screens against the fucking Kansas City Chiefs. Don't tell me you don't need fucking receivers. Stop this shit now. Stop this bullshit now. We got receipts on that ass.
Yo, Dre. I got something to say, Dre. Question. Like, so whoever said that about firing him after the draft, the reason why that's got to be the dumbest shit, because if you was going to fire him, don't let him use the picks in the draft and then fire him afterwards.
Yeah,
because if he's doing it, it don't make sense.
It does, because then if they fire him, they have to bring in a whole new scouting staff, and they'll be behind the 8 ball. That's why you do that. That's usually how that goes. If they don't fire a GM mid-season, it fires after the draft.
Andy just hold on, Yogi. That's not the first time they've done that either, by the way, sir. You do know.
So they let the guys. So they let the guys.
Hold on, Yogi, let me answer the question.
Yeah, please. I'm confused. That didn't make no sense to me.
No. They fired Doug Whaley right after the draft too. You don't remember that?
I don't. So wait, he made the picks and then got fired up.
Yes,
that's
sir.
The
2018 picks, sir. The 2017, 2018 picks. The team that went to the playoffs, sir. The Bills, when they first went to the playoffs, those were Doug Whaley's picks. Those 5 Pro Bowlers that came from that draft was Doug Whaley's picks. Those weren't Brandon Bean's picks. Sean McDermott was there, but those weren't Brandon Bean's picks. Bean didn't come to the next season, sir.
So question. So do you think that makes sense?
Right? No, and that's why again, but I know why they did it though. I know why they did it. First and foremost, number one, let's be clear. You know what city Buffalo is, so we ain't got to go there. Number one.
I know.
Number
I
two,
know.
yeah.
Hey, not all of us are like that. Let's just put that out there. Not all of us are like that.
Andy,
we know that.
Listen,
Yeah,
what's
we know
understood
that.
don't need to be explained. Andy, you know that. And you or we know y'all not like that at all. We know that. But let's be clear. We know Buffalo is that type of city, though.
Yes.
And we know what games they play. Let's be clear. So when you bring Brandon Beantas here, because Sean McDermott was here. By the way, look at how they backstabbed each other. First and foremost, we can't even see.
But they're boys from Carolina, man. They stick
I know.
Together.
The boys
gotta stick together.
Stick together, my ass.
Man, please.
There's no honor among these, bro. There's no honor amongst these.
No.
That press conference was. Listen, Drake. That press conference was disgusting. That shit was bad.
He made all those picks.
I know. Let's be clear. When you only make 2 Pro Bowl picks and 58 draftees, he definitely should have been fired. He should have been fired after. I'm gonna be honest with you. He should have been fired after 13 seconds. Both of them should have been fired.
Yo, he throwing cats under the bus is crazy. But you see, my man DaCosta didn't do any of that.
No,
we finessed. We was finessing. We finessed them.
Because
don't worry about our picks. Yeah, somebody worried about our picks. Don't worry about our picks, man. I didn't like that. Whoever worried about our first round picks, mind your business. You should have did what we did, because Trey Henderson was definitely out there. But you want to pay for what's his name? What's that? DJ Moore. Y'all want to pay for him? You need edge rushing. But y'all want to sit up here and worry about what the heck
we need a number one receiver. But go ahead.
Yeah,
not for a second round.
See, but we had this conversation, and I think I don't know, Chooch, if you heard this conversation, but I think we've had this conversation too, is that Buffalo could have had DJ Moore 2 years ago. Dumbasses. I just don't understand. You could have had him 2 years ago. He was in Carolina. He was sitting right there. Before he went to Chicago, he was sitting right there for less money, and you could have got him then, and you
Bill-
didn't get him then, and we wouldn't be having no conversation about wide receiver after Stephon Diggs left.
Yeah.
Again, Buffalo
Buffalo
management.
could have had Max Crosby instead of trying to trade for him.
Duh.
Well, everybody could have had Max Crosby. We could have had Max Crosby. I'm not going to do that. We all could have had Max Crosby.
True. But at the same token, Buffalo management has done a lot of things that have hindered both teams, whether it's the Sabres or Bills. A lot of management and that mismanagement, and that's because Bakula is not a sports guy. See, Baltimore, you have a sports owner.
He's
You
a
have
businessman.
Shit, who knows his shit. You have a GM who knows his shit. You have a football operations person who knows his shit. I will say this. How about this? Y'all said about Brandon Beane, it might get fired after the draft. I will tell you that taking the football operations job can get you fired faster than being a GM, though. Because that's what Beane is now, right? Football operations guy, he can get fired. He can get fired. You know what?
Bean, wait. Before
tell them
Andre,
not. Hold on. You know what, Yogi? You right. Tell them don't worry about nobody else's picks. They need to worry about their own.
No, but here's my thing though, and I'm about to tell you this though. Bean and the owner, they're locked. They're locked in. That press conference is what I've seen. They're locked in.
Oh yeah, they're locked in. They're locked in. Because there is no listen, sir.
I don't see him getting fired. He should get fired, but I don't see him getting fired.
There is no. I do.
Loyalty. Hold on, Dre. He has been played like a puppet. Let's be honest.
Yes, that's the whole point. That's what I'm saying.
Bean's gonna be a fucking yes man for fucking Pagula. You already know that shit, and he's gonna do everything that Pagula wants him to do.
Press conference told you everything you needed to know.
Exactly. He made him look like a bitch.
Sir, I'm telling you now.
He made him look like a bitch. I'm sorry.
I bet you if Bean didn't pull that shit, he was gonna get fired too. I bet you. I put money on that. I will put my check on that. He threw McDermott under the bus, threw Keon Coleman under the bus, and anybody else who he possibly could under the bus. And I guarantee you.
Hey, listen. So
them strings like a ventriloquist on that shit.
Andre, peep game though. Our old coach ended up taking that job in New York. Guarantee he made it so like he's not doing no middleman shit. I'm talking directly to the owner. I'm not talking to no GMs or none of that. Now, we can coincide and be cool, but I don't want to be the little middleman that, we good, but then you throw me under the bus to the owner. Nah, fuck that. I'm in charge of this.
I agree.
And I love that. I'm like, yo, motherfuckers should be doing that more because at the end of the day, if I'm the middleman, I'm going to be like, no, you're going to go before me. Fuck this shit. And that's what Bean did. He threw your man McDermott under the bus, and we all like, nah, we paying attention. Your man should have got fired. We all said that. And I'm not even a Bills fan. And I'm like, yo, y'all ain't drafting nobody good. So I say that to say, you're going to mess up those picks anyway. Whatever picks you got, you might need to trade to get DJ Moore. Matter of fact, you should have used the first round pick to get Crosby because y'all going to fuck up those picks anyway. I've been said this. So, I'm in my group chats and like talking shit. But I'm like, that first round pick, you should have went after Crosby. He's still out there. Why don't you go after him?
You got to be able to pay him.
The Bills can pay him. All you got to do is kick the money down the road and structure the shit. And doing that to salary cap. You have to turn that shit into a signing bonus and do it like that. Guess what,
Yogi? Buffalo has spoiled so much money on spilled milk that I'm gonna be honest with you. I do not see them picking up no legitimate, real defensive lineman. I do not. There's a reason why Dexter Lawrence did not come here.
I honestly don't think I like him.
Well, we couldn't offer a 10th overall pick either.
Exactly my point.
Well, you should have though. Shit, you gonna mess up the pick anyway.
Guess what? That tells you a lot right there.
We could have offered 26. But if you're getting the 10th, you're going to take 10th over the 26th.
You're not. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you now. Buffalo not trying to give up no assets. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised come Thursday that Buffalo trades back that pick. They should have traded back last year's pick. We had this conversation, bro. They should have traded back last year's pick when they got too gung ho and got Maxwell Harrison in the first round, and he wasn't even a second round grade. When you could have got Nick Anamori and fucking Maxwell Harrison for the pick. We already had this conversation. We talked about this already.
I
You
agree
literally
that
could have
that's
had
gonna
Nick
happen. I'm
Inamori.
just saying.
You literally could have got Nick Inamori in the beginning of the second round and got Maxwell Harrison in the late second round for the first round pick. Now, if
So-
these dummies go ahead and use that first round pick on some goddamn wide receiver who not proven, I'm going to slap Buffalo in the face because
So-
all I can see is them
I'm-
throwing him under the bus too when he doesn't exceed expectation.
Andre, they're gonna waste. They're gonna fuck up the pick. I hear what you're saying, bro, but they're gonna fuck up those picks, bro.
I got
That's
it.
what I'm telling you. They're gonna fuck up all those picks, man.
What's
What's the point?
Guess what? Guess what, Yogi? I wouldn't even be surprised. That's what I'm telling you. I wouldn't be surprised. I have zero faith. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have little to zero faith in Brandon Beane.
I think somebody needs to be in that draft room,
Period.
not let him run all that shit and
Dre,
He's a moron.
Dre,
That's what I
Yes.
think.
Joe, yeah.
well, uh, this is what I see come draft day. Oh, you know how everybody's vouching for Keon? Watch them fucking trade him away with the draft pick to move up or something stupid.
Move up, move down. Ain't nobody gonna want him.
And that thought has popped up as well.
No, with a different pick. I'm not saying in the first round. I'm not saying in the first round. I see them trying to move up like something for a second round and try to get rid of fucking Coleman.
Keon Coleman, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Again, I wouldn't
I
be
don't-
shocked.
This draft is good for receivers. That wouldn't make no sense though.
But they're idiots. That's how stupid it would be.
You can't.
No, I'm
listen,
telling you, nobody gonna want Coleman. Ain't nobody gonna want Coleman now. He dog food. Nobody want him.
Yogi, mediocre and Bills management go hand in hand, sir.
That- that's just-
expect the unexpected.
Here's the other thing. You're talking about mediocre. We can go back years ago. Hogan was a mediocre player, and then he wound up going to New England and winning a friggin' Super Bowl. And he was what? He was their whole team that one year in the playoffs. Keon Coleman could wind up kicking it if he gets a new start, new team. If he's not a freaking prima donna like he acts off the field, then we won't have a problem. He won't have a problem. I think that he just wants to, I honestly think that he never wanted to come to Buffalo in the first place. I think he just talked a good game. And this is just my perspective of it. You guys can say whatever you want, but I think the guy wants to go back down south. He wants to go back home. He wants to be closer to home.
Well, after your owner and your your GM threw you under the bus, yeah, you might want to. The agent should have been like, "Yo, you know what? It's not gonna work, yo." Like, you know, this is
So-
what his third year now. Or second?
Yeah, it'll be his third.
Yeah. If he don't get it together now, I think it's gonna be a wrap. That's what I think.
Yeah,
They gotta
going
get-
into his
they
third.
gotta get together now. He ain't getting together. It's gonna be a wrap, my man. That's how I feel.
So, okay, y'all can hear me now. Yeah. So
Mhm.
Keon wanted to come here. He did want to come here, but after getting thrown under the bus, his agent don't even want him here.
I wouldn't either. Wouldn't make no sense to me to have him in here. If you don't want me here, you don't want me here.
I would have
And I
never.
don't blame him.
I would have never picked him in the first place. He only showed out 1 year in college.
But that's what I'm saying, though. Like the GM, he's making his decisions,
Yeah.
then trying to make Josh Allen happy and all that, bro. Like, no, you got to get your scouts to do their job. First of all, your whole scouting team should have been fired, or unless they're telling him. So I don't know what's going on behind closed doors. that scouting team could be telling Bean a whole different, like, yo, listen, don't draft him. And Bean like, oh, I'm doing whatever I want to do anyway. I don't know what's going on behind closed doors. But these draft rooms, these war rooms need to be looking real different. And motherfuckers need to be having more input. You got to get more real football guys in there. And you're not. You got Bean letting him be the football guy, and he fucking up. So
What happened to the Harrison Jr. All that talk about trying to get him?
man, I didn't hear anything about it.
There wasn't. Weren't they trying to?
Conversation.
Huh?
That's still in conversation.
Yeah.
Something like that probably wouldn't happen until the day of the draft, depending on which round they're going to be
Correct.
traded for that. So
Absolutely. Buffalo not gonna play their hand early.
So y'all would want to trade down or trade up?
Honestly,
I mean-
to me, again, Yogi, they should trade down. To me, there is nobody at wide receiver that is better than somebody you can get in free agency or trade for. To me personally, I do not think that Incepcion, and a lot of people think that he's going to be this phenomenal. I don't think that he's going to be great here. I don't.
yeah, he drops the ball too much for me. There's one receiver that I would
I
draft
don't.
if he falls to 26, but that's it, and that's Tyson.
Right, Tyson might be, but I wouldn't even. I'm
Tyson,
sorry.
you talking about Jordan Tyson? He ain't moving down. Y'all bugging. Y'all crazy.
His injury history could push him down. You can't say it wouldn't, because it could.
But
Hey,
Yogi, here's the thing. I'm not bugging because I'm not drafting him. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not drafting him. You want to know why
Well-
I'm not drafting him?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you why I'm not drafting him. At this point, I'm not drafting anybody who's not proven. If you don't play top-notch competition, I'm not drafting you. First and foremost, the conference that you play in matters. In which
Yep.
I ain't even get to WNBA yet, but we're gonna get to that in a minute too. I'm gonna get to that in a minute. I don't know. I don't even know. I'm gonna have enough time, but I gotta get to that because it's something I need to put out there before the show is over. Talking about competition. I'm not drafting nobody who ain't played top notch competition. I'm sorry. Mm-mm. I'm not doing it. That's
Yo,
just
so
me.
here's my thing. If y'all leaking stories like that Ruben Bain thing, he might be the one that might slip down with them short ass arms. I think y'all leaked that story. I think y'all leaked that story.
Again, which story is only leaked about short is because of last year.
It would make sense to leak the story so his drop value can drop down to the 20s. He should not make it down to the 20s, but he'll make it. He probably might, depending on how like deep people look at that story about that DWI thing.
Story from last year. You know who I'm talking about?
Ruben Bain. I'm talking about Ruben Bain. Who are you talking about?
No, I'm talking about the player that got drafted last year early with the short arms. Who am I talking about?
Oh, I have no clue.
Talk about New England's
Yes.
left tackle.
Yes, New England's left tackle had Tyrannosaurus Rex arms. I don't care what position you're at. Short arms, yeah, short arms to a lot of scouts is a turnoff. You saw what happened to him in the playoffs this year, Mr. Short Arms. See what happened to him in the Super Bowl?
Hey,
when it mattered most. Yeah, teams watch that. That's why
somebody
I'm
gonna
telling
still go after him. Somebody gonna still go after him though. Somebody gonna go after
Sir,
him.
it matters where you play. Who you play with matters. I'm sorry, I hate to. Well, I don't hate to quote them because I love quoting them anyway, just to be funny sometimes anyway. But the quote, Marcus, who you play with matters. I'm sorry, who you play with matters. Majority of the best wide receivers have come from LSU, Ohio State, teams that play competition every year. Marvin Harrison Jr. is from where?
Ohio State.
Ohio.
Ohio State. If I'm Buffalo, I'm taking Marvin Harrison Jr. I'm not taking nobody in the draft. I would rather have Marvin Harrison Jr. than anybody in the draft. That's just me.
Agreed. I can agree.
Is he available? Is he available?
Yeah, he
Sounds
available.
like it.
Yeah, he is. He available. Buffalo just need to make the right move and make it happen. Dude, trade the pick. To me, it's either trade the pick or trade down. Either or.
You don't like Makai Lemon?
Fuck Makai Lemon.
Damn, gotcha.
And I hate to say that because he's a good player, but fuck Makai Lemon. Sorry.
You gotta have
No
to.
legitimate teams. Let's be clear. This is what I'm talking about. Buffalo fucked up last year's draft. Where did Nick Inamori play last year in college? Where did Nick Inamori play in college?
Ooh,
Was it South Carolina?
I think that's what I was about to say.
He played in the SEC, which means he played competition. South Carolina plays competition. Again, I'm not understanding. Let's make this make sense. And what was he damn near last year? If it wasn't for quiet as kept, he should have been defensive rookie of the year last year. Schlesinger played in Cleveland. Cleveland was abysmal. I don't know how they gave that linebacker when you have Myles Garrett on your defensive line. I don't know how they did that, regardless of the fact they did. But it should have been Nick Inamori. And Nick Inamori won the Super Bowl. Again, a total fucking blow. That's a miss. I don't care how you look at it. I don't want to hear about hindsight is 2020 either. Scouts need to do their job. You picked Maxwell Harrison and he didn't even play 7 games last year.
Wait, hold on though. The scouts might be doing a job. We don't know what's going behind closed doors. The scouts could be doing a job and being like, nah, fuck you. I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do.
Well, and then again, and you know what? To be honest with you, Bean is arrogant like that too. So I mean, once again, I'm not confirming or denying none of that. But what I will say is, Andy, y'all draft this year matters. It
I'm
definitely
aware.
matters what you do in this draft this year.
I think they need to trade back if they're not getting Marvin Harrison Jr. And like I said, I like Tyson, but I think they should trade back because they're saying the cream of the crop this year is in that 35 to 100. So getting having 2 second round picks and a third, and a second, third round pick, and 2 and 2 would be better than a first and a third.
Yeah, because y'all don't have a first. Y'all don't have a second round pick, right?
Yeah, because that was the DJ Moore trade.
Right. That's what I figured.
You could get that back in trade value by trading down the 26th overall pick. You could get 2 number 2s for that.
Oh yeah, or a second and a third.
No,
Second and a third.
2 number 2s.
Y'all got a late. Y'all got a late.
got
That's a late pick. A 26 is a late pick, though. That's no hell no.
Yeah, but usually it's somebody that's coming up for a quarterback, and they're not going to care about their second round pick. Their second
No,
round pick.
fuck all that. I want 2 number 2s for that 26 overall. You got to give
I'm
me
not.
2 number 2s.
There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way.
I
Ain't
think
no
you get a
fucking
second and a third, but at
Yeah,
least
I don't know
that's
about
what-
2
From what I've
2s.
seen when
Well,
people have traded
first,
back,
hell
that's usually
nah.
what it is. Unless it's early enough, like the Rams last year, that they get a first the next year.
Shit, but
Yeah.
listen,
Because Atlanta
2
was
number 2s 2 years ago.
so
So,
great
you
to do
can't
that.
say it can't happen. They did it. They
Not
already
at the
did it.
26, though.
Yes, they
Not
did.
at 26.
The Bills got, yes, they did. In fact, the Bills got,
Hello?
listen to this. The
Oh,
Bills
shit,
got
I
2
can't
number
hear
2s
anything
off
anymore.
the 30th pick
All right, pop back.
in the first round. Let's remember that originally the Bills traded that pick 2 years ago to Carolina. Carolina then, they went down. They then traded to Kansas City. And then Kansas City gave them 2 seconds for that.
Yeah, that draft got to be real good for
Kansas
that,
City
though.
gave them 2 seconds.
Otherwise, I'm not doing
At
that.
the
I'm be like,
30th
hell no.
overall pick. You can get 2 2s for a 26. You definitely can.
Well, it won't be us doing that
Just
dumbass
be
shit.
right.
I'll tell you that
Right.
much.
Do it.
Well, you wouldn't be coming back up for a quarterback either.
Yeah, but
Correct,
I
but
think it really has to
Carolina,
depend on that
hold on, but
draft. Though.
Carolina nor Kansas City came up for a quarterback though. They came up for a receiver. You
That's
forgot
true.
what receiver Carolina ended
But
up
they
getting?
didn't give up. They didn't give up two. They didn't get 2 seconds for that either, though.
No, Carolina didn't, but Kansas City did though.
Oh, yeah.
Kansas City gave up 2 twos, sir. How do you think that we got Keon Coleman the first pick in the second round?
Well, we traded with them and bounced back to 31, and then traded with Carolina at 32, and then traded with somebody else to get the first pick of the second round. We
Yeah, so
traded
that
back
shit
twice.
that shit don't sound like no 2 for no fucking 26 pick.
No,
They better get
that's
the fuck out of here.
wrong. Andy, what are you talking about?
We traded
Andy,
back twice.
they traded with Carolina first,
No,
sir.
no, they
Carolina
traded with he traded with Kansas City first, then
But
Carolina.
he didn't. But he didn't. No, they did not. They traded with Carolina first, sir. And then they traded with Kansas City. Kansas City ended up getting whatchamacallit, Worthy for the pick. What are we talking about? They got Worthy for the pick. And Buffalo got the first pick in the second round and then got another number 2 later in the second round. Go look, sir. I can't
I
believe you
never
make
I never wait. Hold on. I never heard in my life a 22 a
really
22nd for a
don't
2
make
and a
me
2.
pull up
It's
their
crazy.
draft. I cannot believe this.
Unless they're the Bengals, I don't see that shit, man. Unless it's the Bengals, I don't see it. I don't see it not one bit.
Yeah, the initial trade pick was 28 to the Kansas City Chiefs for 32 and number 95, which was a third round pick, and number 220, yeah, whatever. And then they traded back with Carolina to get number 33 and a 2024 fourth round pick. So the first move was Kansas City, the second was Carolina.
Okay, you hear me, right?
I hear you, but I don't hear
Okay.
anybody else.
Yeah. Okay, nah, I think Andre
I'm still here. I'm just listening. I'm about to
Yeah.
chime out because I got to be up for work.
Yeah, hey yo, Andre bugging though. Andre bugging. I ain't never heard that shit. 26 for 2 seconds in 2 second rounders is crazy. I never heard no shit like that.
But, anyways, gentlemen, have a good night.
All right, you too, man.
Yep. When we traded back with Kansas City, we got a first and a third, and then when we traded with Carolina, we picked up a second and a fourth.
Yeah. So you basically saying they made
whole-
two separate deals. Got you. Okay. Yeah, that's basically what you said.
No.
I can't hear them.
Sir. No.
I hear you.
Sir. No. They got Keon Coleman and Cole Bishop in the second round for the 32nd pick, sir. I'm looking at this. What are you talking about? They got number 33 and 60, sir. Those were 2 twos.
You sure that 60 wasn't a 3?
No, that 60 is not. 60 is a second round pick. What are we talking about? And Dwayne Carter was in the third round, sir. Keon Coleman is the one who vouched for Carter in the third round. This is I knew it. I knew that was BS because they had the 95th pick. Coleman is the one who vouched for Carter because they played at the same place.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, that must have been some wheeling and dealing, but they cool and Carolina let that shit slide. Okay, that makes more sense now though. They both cool, so
Or no.
right. You there?
Yeah, they got 2 twos for that. Coleman and Bishop.
All right, you hear me, right, Andre?
I'm looking right at it.
You hear me, Andre? You hear me? I don't think you hear me. I don't think I'm out.
What the heck?
You hear me? What the fuck is going on? I can't hear nothing.
All right, sir. I stand
There we go.
corrected. Yeah, I
Yeah,
stand
we
corrected.
had the Bishop pick already.
Yeah,
we-
you had this at 60.
We traded back, got the
Yeah,
last
You're
pick,
right.
and I'm about to say I remember that, especially
Yeah, that's
with
me.
what
That's on
happened.
me.
And I think you're thinking when you said the whole thing about vouching for Carter. I think you're thinking of this year with Maxwell Harrison and
Yeah, Harrison and whatchamacallit. Correct.
yeah. You get a
Correct.
lot of information thrown at you, so I could see it how it
No,
usually.
no. That was me. That's my mess up. I'll take it.
What happened
I'll
to
take
Yogi?
that.
He leave?
I don't know what happened to Yogi. It's all good.
I don't know. The
Nah, that's me. That's on me.
literally
You was right.
no. I'm not talking about that. I'm saying the freaking audio keeps going out. Can't hear nothing.
Okay, so now I will play that. Even if, right? So Buffalo got the first overall second round to start the second round, and they got the 95th overall pick, right?
Yep. It was 2 seconds, and they didn't have a third. That's why they got that third. So
So
it was
they ended up getting the third too. So they
Yeah.
got the second and the third, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they got the third, right?
Yep.
You still could have got Nick Inamori in the second and got Maxwell in the third.
Yeah, I agree.
Maxwell's
We've
still a
discussed
third
that. I'm
round
just
grade player. You still could have got both of them for the pick. Even if it wasn't 2-2s. I thought it was two. I could have swore up and down it was 2-2s because they got Cole Bishop safety number 60.
that was the
That's
pick
my
they already
fault.
had.
Ugh, gross.
But I see them definitely trading back, and they'll probably they'll trade back early in the second, have that, and then they'll have two threes, unless they can pull off 2-2s, like an early one and a later one. I don't expect the Bills to make a pick Thursday night. Couldn't hear that. Came through.
Stand
real
corrected.
low.
It's all good. You was right. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. Good shit, Andy. I give you the props. Yeah, and 28 was Kansas City, and 32 was Carolina. Wait a minute. Whoa.
What happened was we had 28, they had 32. We flipped, had 32, and then traded with Carolina to get the top pick in the second round. That's how it went down.
Right, because they didn't want to pay Keon Coleman.
Yeah, they didn't want to have the first round
But
money.
who did Carolina get? Carolina went and got Leggett, didn't they?
Yep. Yeah, they
That's what I
drafted
thought.
Xavier Leggett, and
Leggett.
Kansas City drafted the short little speedster.
And Xavier Worthy.
Yep.
Okay. Stand corrected. I'm good with that. I'm fine with that.
I wanted the
All
Bills
good.
to take the freaking wide receiver that the Chargers got.
It's all good. Players fuck up too. I don't. I can't even see the comments. I'm sure somebody in the comments section talking shit right now. They're like, "Oh, they done caught Dre. They got him. They got him." Love it. Love it. It's all good. All right. Real quick before we go. I know you're a WNBA guy. I think.
I'm not, but
I want to say I think.
I'm not. Not even close. I don't care. I don't root against it, but I'm not. I got too much going on to be watching that too.
See.
What's that? I can't hear. Dre, your volume's real low.
So I need to bring this up real quick. I've been waiting to bring this up, and I'm going to bring it up because it needs to be brought up. And that's the fact of the WNBA draft, and specifically, I want to talk about the number 10 overall, the number 8 pick, and Raven Johnson. Okay, I got to talk about it. So Raven Johnson ends up going to the Indiana Fever. Wow. And I thought we've seen crazy things. I guess it does not cease to amaze me when it comes to seeing the craziest thing in sports right now, I guess. I'm going to put this up because it needs to be put up too, so you can get the gist of this. But Raven Johnson, the South Carolina point guard, gets drafted to the Indiana Fever. This has been a topic of conversation for the last couple years with everyone who doesn't watch NBA, for casuals who watch WNBA, and for people who have watched NBA since the inception or for a long period of time. We all know about the Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese rivalry, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody know about that? Andy, you know about it, right?
I do.
Okay. Do people remember how that even started? How that even became a thing?
As far as I know, Caitlin Clark was when they were in the when she was in the tournament the one year, she was beating people doing the John Cena "You Can't See Me" thing, and then LSU beat that ass against her, and Angel Reese did it back to her, and that started the whole little thing.
So that is very true, but something happened before that. And it happened in the tournament. You're right. It did happen in the tournament in which Caitlin Clark waved off Raven Johnson. Iowa beat South Carolina, and I want to say it was the Final Four or the Elite Eight, one of those two rounds. The year LSU beat them in the finals. In the final, it was 77-73. Caitlin Clark had scored 41 points. Raven Johnson had the ball at the time, and Caitlin Clark, who does not play defense, by the way, we need to put that out there because you don't. Waved off Raven Johnson because Raven Johnson, she figured, can't shoot, or Raven Johnson really didn't have a jump shot then, a legitimate jump shot. So she waved her off like, I ain't checking you. Well, people got annoyed about it, and rightfully so. Um, nothing was said. Nothing was said by the major media pundits until Angel Reese decided, after beating that ass, as Andy stated earlier, decided to give her the "you can't see me" and put her hand on her finger. When they asked Angel Reese why she did that, yada yada, she said, "Yeah, I get that she may not be on my team, but I'm not gonna let you make fun of my SEC sisters." By the way, LSU plays in the SEC, and South Carolina does too. And Angel Reese took exception to the fact that Caitlin waved Raven Johnson off like she was nothing. We kind of take that as disrespect um, when it comes to basketball. So she took exception, and the wave started a whole entire rivalry and a whole monologue in which, Andy, I'm sure you know, there's been plenty of things said about Angel Reese and about Caitlin Clark ever since. Well, that was 2024. Fast forward a year, Caitlin Clark gets to the finals again, but this time she got to play South Carolina. And in that final, in the beginning of the game, Caitlin Clark scored 18 points. But that was only until Raven Johnson started checking her and became the primary defender. And when Raven Johnson was the primary defender against Caitlin Clark in this championship game, Caitlin Clark did not score 13 more points in 3 quarters, which we consider lockdown when half of your points came from the free throw line and you only made 3 baskets the rest of the game. So in 3 quarters, you only made 3 baskets and you had more turnovers than you had baskets when Raven Johnson was guarding you. So that became a big thing. Well, Raven got her lick back and she won the title off of her. All right. People didn't like that either. That South Carolina beat them. Raven Johnson got her lick back. People didn't like that. Well, fast forward 2 seasons after now, Caitlin Clark is in the league, done played a season, been injured for 1. Year 3, the Indiana Fever select Raven Johnson. Well, there's a backstory to that wave. Folks don't know that after the wave, Raven Johnson was bullied badly. She ended up having to see a psychologist and stuff because she was being bullied so bad. Similar kind of to what Angel Reese had to do, because Angel Reese ended up having to do classes outside of school because she was being bullied so bad, cyber bullied and things of that nature. Well, Raven Johnson has told the story on multiple platforms. You can go anywhere and look up Raven Johnson's story about what happened as far as the wave and the bullying and all that stuff. Well, the Fever decided to draft her. Well, we all know Caitlin Clark plays on the Indiana Fever. So now there's a big uproar, and Andy, I don't know if you can see this. You see what's on this page? What's up here on the screen?
It's really small, so can't necessarily read all of it, but
So here's some of the comments that people have made towards Raven Johnson now because she has gotten drafted by the Indiana Fever. So I'm going to read just a couple of these. Jimmy 2 times said, "Fuck Stephanie White and we don't rock." He meant to say we don't rock with. I wish people, if you're gonna talk stuff, please be able to use proper English when you do. Complete sentences, okay? Complete. So it says, "Fuck Stephanie White and we don't rock." Raven She's another AR with fake monkey narrative. Keep them people away from Indiana, please.
That's disgusting.
David Raymond said, whoever made this pick is a terrorist, really trying to tank the team from within. Wow. Agent Classify said, I will not purchase another piece of Fever merch. I'm done with this franchise. Norman Bates said, F Amber and Stephanie. This was deliberately done to humiliate CC and fans.
So what because they drafted a black girl and it's not a bunch of white girls playing in Indiana, everybody got a problem with it now? Is that what we're saying?
Yeah. So it gets better. Kenshi said, Stephanie, go take a vacation out of this earth and never come back. You picked a player who hates Caitlin Clark and a racist. Wow. These are just a few of the comments that have come to play since Raven got drafted to this team. And you mean to tell me that this fan base doesn't have any racial overtones to it, that they aren't a bunch of racist, casual jackasses, like I've been saying for years now. So let's address the first thing, the first elephant in the room. Number one, for idiots who don't watch basketball, you casual morons. The Indiana Fever picked Raven Johnson because Raven Johnson can close games and plays defense. Guess who they take off the floor in the most pivotal points of games?
Caitlin Clark.
Andy, you know the answer to that question? I'm sure you do. It's a simple one. The
James
answer,
Harden 2.0?
yeah, that would be Caitlin Clark. They literally take her off the floor because she's such a defensive liability. She's literally been bottoms in the WNBA as it pertains to defensive efficiency. So why wouldn't you, as the Fever? And I get it, the Fever needed a big, fine and dandy, but Raven Johnson, according to the GM of the Fever, was best available at the time, so they got Raven Johnson, a shore up point guard who's been to multiple national championships, by the way, to play closer, to have Caitlin Clark off the floor. That is the first idea. The second idea is maybe they got Raven Johnson to play point guard to have Caitlin come off the ball because Caitlin is so ball dominant. By the way, Caitlin Clark has one of the highest usage rates in all of the WNBA, and she also had one of the highest usage rates in college. Might be part of the reason why she might be getting injured is because you're overusing Caitlin Clark.
I mean, to me, she always seemed more of a shooting guard than a point guard.
Correct. She's the type of person who usually uses the pick and roll. If you ever watched Iowa basketball, that was her. That was majority of their offense was transitional offense or come down the court, have Hannah Stokey set a screen. She takes the screen, goes left, shoots the three, and usually she makes it if she's open. Contested threes are a total different story for Caitlin Clark. And if you're on the road, don't expect too many threes to go in because last year she was 1 for 28 on the road last year before she got injured. So why not go get Raven, who is a predominant ball, who can bring the ball up and set up Caitlin Clark off the ball, and Caitlin could go to her left all she wants. because she ain't got to dribble like that. She can just shoot threes, right? Nobody was thinking about that. But instead, they made all these comments about Raven. Well, there's a second part to this, Andy. And the second part is her South Carolina alum sister in Aaliyah Boston plays for the Indiana Fever. Aaliyah Boston and Raven Johnson were teammates in 2022. You know how they feel about the college sister alum stuff. You know that. You know loyalty, all that stuff.
Hmm.
Sisterhood, brotherhood. When you in college, Andy, you know all this,
Yeah.
right?
Hmm.
Well, it's kind of funny, Aaliyah Boston, because I have not once yet heard you stand up for Raven Johnson yet. At all. Aaliyah Boston has not on no platform, and I've been looking for it. I have not on one platform seen Aaliyah Boston stand up for Raven Johnson once. I have not heard a conversation from Aaliyah Boston talking to Caitlin Clark to even have a conversation about her fan base. Don't you find that kind of disturbing?
Yeah.
No conversation about the fan base that's being racist. No conversation about what happened with your South Carolina alum sister. Nor have I even seen one post with her and Aaliyah Boston yet, and I'm still looking for it. Or welcome to the team post. I haven't seen Aaliyah Boston, and I'm gonna look again while we on here right now and see where she welcomed Raven Johnson to the Fever.
When did the draft happen?
Huh?
When did the WNBA draft happen?
About a week and a half ago.
Okay, 'cause I was gonna say maybe she was offline on vacation, didn't do it. If this just happened, but this much time, yeah, you should have something.
So this is okay. So I just pulled up something, and this is from Indiana Fever on Sports Illustrated. So I want to quote Aaliyah Boston shrugs off Caitlin Clark Raven Johnson history. So Boston and Candace Parker spoke about this entire dynamic on April 15th. Oh, this is just new. This was a couple days ago. Podcast Post Moves. Boston spoke how excited she is to play with Johnson again. Parker said, "Well, I can't wait to hear about that first practice. It's going to be a little awkward. I mean, I know that Caitlin and Raven probably haven't talked since then, but there's got to be a little, you know what I mean." No, we don't know what you mean. Especially a defensive player like Johnson, you're gonna come in and you're probably gonna be playing against the first unit. And so you're gonna be battling against Caitlin in practice. Boston added, I think it's funny though that you say that because even when Caitlin came in the year they beat us in the Final Four, it was kind of funny because I was like, wow, am I really about to be teammates with Clark? And like you dropped 40 on our heads. That was really trifling. Like you didn't have to do that. Okay, so now I got a video on this too. And I'm actually gonna play this video because this is what she said. This is crazy work to me. Andy, so far, do it sound like a hot pile of garbage to you?
Slightly.
Because to me, it sounds like a hot pile of let's deflect and let's just sweep this shit under the rug as if like there is no issue. So I'm gonna play this shit. Play
W career. Like I'm excited that she gets to start it at the Fever. So we'll see. I mean, I'm excited.
I can't wait to hear about that first practice where it's going to be a little awkward. I mean, I know that Caitlin Clark and Raven have probably talked since then, but it's got to be a little, you know what I mean? Especially when you're a defensive player like her, like you're going to come in, you're probably going to be playing against the first unit.
You know how they cut Leah Boston right off the start.
And so you're going to be battling against her in practice. And the Fever, I think, have done a great job, obviously, of drafting. Some have fallen into their laps, and clearly you were the number one pick. Clearly Caitlin was the number one pick. But I do feel like there are ways to make your franchise better with the others.
Yeah,
and
100%.
Now with an expanded roster, like you're able to draft to get people better and ready in practice.
Yeah,
so.
I think it's funny though that you say that, because even when Caitlin came, obviously in the year, like that year when they beat us in the Final Four, like it was actually kind of funny because I was like, wow, I'm really about to be teammates, and like you dropped 40 on our heads, like that was really trifling. Like you didn't have to do that. But it's crazy because we actually did talk about it, because I felt like we had to talk about it. It was just one of those things that was like, wow, like no beef. Obviously, like it's so funny, like the fans always have more beef than the players actually do. So it's like always entertaining. You read all this stuff and like fans are hating on one person, hating on another, and then you are playing with that said person. And so I think it's gonna be fine. Like everyone has their thoughts, but like when you come in and you're in the gym and you're ready to hoop, like that's literally all it is. So I mean,
I just laugh. I just laugh because it really does mean something when you put a jersey on. Like you're really on that person's side.
Yeah, 100%.
And all this stuff before,
it literally doesn't matter.
It
does matter. What kind of bullshit?
It literally doesn't matter. See, yo.
What kind of bullshit?
Yes, Andy. Leah Boston. Please clip this, by the way. This is my clear message to you. First and foremost, and this is just me being real, I don't want to be disrespectful, but from what I just watched, what I'm hearing, what I've seen, what I know, covering basketball as a basketball, coach, played basketball, I really want to preface it my words, but this is a night show, and you know that we are what's the perfect word for it? Unfiltered. On this show, we unfilter
raw
ourselves.
Raw and unfiltered.
Yeah. Clip this. Aaliyah Boston, you are a fucking coward. I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm gonna say it like it need to be said. Aaliyah Boston, where I'm from, I'm sure where you're from, where you've hooped, play basketball. Bro, there's a loyalty. There's a certain loyalty when you play with your teammates, even in college. You know that alum shit, sisterhood is a bond, is a family bond that you get when you play with your teammates, especially ones that you've won national championships with or that you've played in national championships with. There's a bond and there's a loyalty when it comes down to that. And you have, to me, shown zero loyalty when it comes to that. As if like it doesn't matter because you're in the WNBA now and you play with Caitlin Clark and you're kind of sucking up to her. You're doing the sucker up, pucker up routine because Caitlin Clark is, I guess, the face of your franchise somehow, even though Kelsey Mitchell is a better player. We ain't gonna get into that. And hell, you were a number one overall pick just like Caitlin Clark was. Like, why are you, and I'm not understanding this. I get it that your position is in a sexy position. Like Angel Reese's position is in a sexy position. In basketball, they love the point guards and the shooting guards now more than anything, even though 4s and 5s shoot the basketball more than ever in basketball now. I'm trying to figure out at what point, Aaliyah Boston, do you stop being a fucking coward and do you actually speak up? One on the Raven situation. Oh, it literally doesn't matter. Yes, it did matter. That girl literally ended up in a mental, having to be seen by mental health specialists because of the shit with her and Caitlin Clark. But it doesn't matter somehow. That don't matter to you. And she was on your team. She played at the same school you did. It doesn't matter to you? She was your teammate, your sister in arms. That doesn't matter to you? And now she's drafted to the team. And you're already, I mean, she kind of gave away information. If you really listen to Andy, she gave away information. They're gonna bench Raven. Raven ain't gonna be a starter. Raven is going to be playing against the ones. You heard her, which means you're the bench team. The bench team usually plays against the starters.
Well, I'm just because maybe what was the girl that just got drafted? Was she a first-round pick?
Yes.
I was going to say
was
maybe they
number
wanted
8
to.
overall.
Okay. Like I said, I don't really pay attention, but I get snippets, so I know a little bit. But I was gonna say maybe they think she's gonna work her way up, but if she's that high of a pick, she shouldn't be benched. What the fuck is that? If anything, she should be playing point guard. Caitlin moves to shooting guard, and that'll free her up a little bit. Hopefully, she don't get hurt because I don't wish injury on people. And go from there. What is this whole thing about she gonna play against the ones? No, she should be playing with the ones if she's that high of a pick.
Me and Sharon have had a conversation. She knows how I feel about Aaliyah. I hear this shit. Girl, you are being a fucking... You are playing kiss ass routine and I don't like it.
Because that's going to set her up. That's setting her up to fail. Because not only is she going to be going against Caitlin in practice, it's going to create a whole fuel to the fire. God forbid Caitlin gets hurt in practice. The retards, those red hat wearing fucking retards, are going to freak the fuck out.
But you see that they've already tweeted. They've already done tweeted hate shit towards this girl.
Ridiculous.
At what point, Aaliyah, do you say, yo, Caitlin, check your fucking fan base? I'm black like Raven is. Raven is my South Carolina alum sister. This ain't just some random person. She black just like me. Caitlin, why you ain't come out in the public and check your fan base? Aaliyah, why you ain't come out in the public and check her fan base? Y'all just letting her just, bro. Y'all
Caitlin probably agrees with what her fan base is saying.
You see what they saying? You see this shit I done read?
Mm-hmm.
Aaliyah had to have seen this shit too. Come on now. If it's on social media, Aaliyah, you saw it. Cut it out. Cut the bullshit.
I almost have to believe that Caitlin Clark agrees with what those fucking retards are saying.
Exactly. What you ain't standing for, you complicit to. If you're not standing against something, you're complicit to it. When it comes to racism or prejudice or favoritism, yada yada yada. If you're not saying anything, it means you're complicit to it. It means you're okay with it. Aaliyah, you okay with your player, with your teammate being racist towards your own, being okay with a fan base that's racist towards your own people? That's fucking crazy. You're a coward.
That's some Uncle Tom shit.
This is what I'm saying. That's cowardice to me. This is not a random individual. Somebody you played college basketball and had a sisterhood with. Honestly, if I'm Raven, I'm gonna be honest with you. If I'm Raven, you should have seen the look on her face. The look on her face said everything when she got drafted to the Fever. The look on her face told it all. If I'm Raven, I'm trying to get out of Indiana. I'm pulling the DeWanna Bonner move. And yeah, you heard me just tell you the reasons why the Indiana Fever could use her and she could be instrumental. But if I'm Raven, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I don't care about none of that. I don't want to be around disingenuous motherfuckers who are cowards.
I agree with that, but also that could make it worse on her too, because then, she don't want to play with the white girl. They'll just amp it up even more.
See, and I get that, but miss me with the fuck shit. Miss me with the bullshit with that.
I'm just saying.
I don't listen.
I can see it going that way.
Look at what these assholes. Look at what these assholes is already doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
Watch this. I'm gonna put up another post. You tell me if this shit sound cool. This is the Indiana Fever fan base, right? Now, last year we all know Caitlin Clark didn't play, Lexi Hall didn't play, and neither did fucking Sophie Cunningham. But somehow, and they're not even the best players on the team. Caitlin might be the best player to some of y'all on the team. To me, it's Kelsey Mitchell, but we're not going there. We're not gonna go there tonight on that shit because unless you want to rev up Red Hat MAGA fans, then go right ahead. But which I don't give a fuck about them anyway.
I love pissing them off. So,
but still, they put this shit out here. I gotta pull this shit up because I know what's in here. It's crazy work. So, where's the Trace Leches? Don't make me. Really gonna make me look this up. This is crazy work. Look at this shit. Look at this bullshit. I mean, we just getting belligerent at this point now. Really? Look at this, Andy.
Ridiculous.
Really? Trace Leches, huh? So forget the fact that Kelsey Mitchell carried this team last year. Forget the fact that Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, Odyssey Sims. Yeah. All carried this team. I don't see them on no posters. I don't see them on no posts. Talk about the Indiana Fever, but we talking about players who didn't even play. We talking about Sophie Cunningham, who was injured. We talking about Lexi Hall, who was injured, and Caitlin Clark, who didn't even play 15 games last year. But this is how you want to advertise the Fever. Are you serious? Do you see the problem with this?
Mm-hmm.
You see the freaking problem? Like, this is crazy work at this point. To me, it's blatant. And Aaliyah, what's up? I mean, I know you probably scared to go back and forth like Aaliyah, but damn. I'm just wondering, at what point do you?
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
This crazy work to me. I'm sorry. But that's all I'm gonna say about it for now. I'm probably gonna say something more. I'm probably gonna go more in depth on it Wednesday on another show, but I gotta address that. I'm sorry, Aaliyah, and they could clip this. I'll tell her myself. If I seen Aaliyah face to face, I'd tell her the same thing. Yo, Aaliyah, you're a coward. You're being a coward. What's really good with you?
I know you would too.
I really would. I would be
Some
like,
people
Aaliyah,
say,
what's
"Oh
really
yeah,
good
I'll
with
say that." No, you wouldn't in real life.
No, I really would.
You definitely. No, I'm saying.
You know I would.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Playing.
You're that
I'm like,
person
yo.
to do that. A lot of people be like, "Oh yeah, if I saw that." No, the fuck you wouldn't.
I would like, yo,
you the one.
You being a sucker. I'm be honest with you. You being a sucker. That to me, you and listen.
You and me cut from the same cloth from that.
Aaliyah, I know where I'm from, we don't play that shit. That sucker stuff. And I know where you from. I know they don't play that sucker stuff. Come on now. I know they don't play that sucker stuff. They can't. You ain't gonna even. You're not even about to get me to buy that they okay with that. Like this crazy work. Hold on. Leah Boston. I need to see something else too. Hold up. See. The fuck out of here.
What? But yeah, that's like I said, that whole thing is disgusting.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's pitiful. The Virgin Islands. Oh, and she grew up in Boston. You heard me?
Mm-hmm. She grew up in Boston?
Yeah. She's from St. Thomas, but she attended Worcester Academy in Worcester, Massachusetts. So she's from the Boston area.
They don't play that sucker stuff up there.
Huh?
I said they don't play that sucker stuff up there.
That's what I'm saying. Like, come on, Leah. You should know better. Like, I don't like it. I'm sorry. And I've told Sharon this too. If she comes off as, I hate to use the word. I'm not going to use it. I'm not even going to use it on the show. But you know what word I'm talking about.
I think so.
That's sad to me. That's sad. And just imagine working your whole life to get somewhere and then you got to deal with it. Candace already know. Listen to what Candace said in that interview. I'm interested to see what the first practice is going to be like.
Mm-hmm. She knows. She knows it's going to be
Candace
something.
already know what time it is.
Anybody
She
with a
know what
fucking
time.
brain should know what time it is.
Right. And again, if I'm raving, I'm out. Sorry. If I'm raving, I'm done. If I'm raving, you gotta send me to another team. I don't even care about the backlash that I might get for that, but I'm not dealing with that. I'm sorry. I'm not dealing with that. Forget the BS. We're not doing that. Yeah, we're not doing that. All right, it's been a good one, Andy.
Yeah.
Once again, damn near 3 hours. We got it in. We got it in on the show.
Hopefully Yogi doesn't go hibernate for 6 months.
Probably. Well, we'll see. We'll see. And one up investing tonight too.
Are you doing anything for the draft? Or you got to work or anything?
And
What's that?
yeah, I got mandated to work.
Uh,
We'll see. Nevertheless, I'm gonna let y'all slide. Appreciate y'all tuning in to Monday Night Late Night Madness. You already know. See, we live up to the name. Monday Late Night. The madness is all there. It's all there. Make sure you support us. We on YouTube. Andy Johnson. I already know. You on Facebook. He be on this show, cooking it up. He don't take no shit, which is good. You know, continue to support positivity, and we're gonna keep moving in 2026. And we'll see y'all next week too. We got WrestleMania to talk about coming up later on in the week too. Night one was trash.
pretty much the best thing about night one was just Paige returning. Other than that, it was
Oh no, the best part about night one was Drew McIntyre getting slumped again. Can't stand Drew McIntyre. Thank you. I'm so glad he got slumped again. I mean, we all know he used to getting slumped during PLEs. Majority of his PLEs, he be getting slumped. Good job, WWE. Stand him. I can't stand him. We'll talk about the whole card coming up later on in the week. Night one and night two. Raw was good too tonight. I didn't get to watch it all, but Raw was good from what I'm seeing. All right.
yeah. I don't know really what happened with Raw. I gotta go find out.
I won't tell it. Just go watch it because I'm about to go watch it now before I gotta go to work tomorrow.
Any
I'm about to go watch it.
any returns or anything? Usually, like somebody will show up that hasn't been there in a while after WrestleMania.
I don't think I've seen any returns yet from what I saw so far. Nope.
Okay.
But all right.
Well,
see y'all again real soon. Appreciate y'all.
we'll be talking about the draft.
And yep, we're gonna be talking about the draft coming up too.
Yeah. Well, what actually happened? We'll be reviewing it.
Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, what you doing for the draft, sir?
Thursday night? Nothing.
Oh, I might have to have you slide. You might have to slide to 33.
Okay.
If I'm not going 33, yep, you might have to come down to 33. Slide. We'll put it together.
Yeah. And then Friday, supposed to be going over to Willie's.
Oh, my boy Willie, what's good, Willie? You Eagles fan.
Yeah.
Shout out to my boy Willie.
Shout out to my best friend.
Sir. Peace out, y'all. It's been real. It's been fun. Thank you again.